Shoot it all over me.
We're not on OnlyFans right now.
I mean, it says we're live, guys. I think it's working. I don't see any video feed on the other end, but we'll see if it actually works. We'll give it a minute.
It's working.
I've never used this. It's working. We are actually live, and I am blurry as shit, according to this feed.
Yes, you are.
Wow, what the hell, man? All right, so I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing.
You're good now.
I am. It's showing good. Oh, good. All right. It must just be my camera because of the lighting. Welcome, everybody. This is DH Thorne and friend, your good friend, your buddy, your pal, Flesh Priest. I'm kind of... Okay, we got good audio. Everything's working according to the... All right. So, welcome, everybody.
The technical difficulties were reserved for Tuesday.
Yeah, that must have been it. Yeah.
So, very happy to see
this
all
is
your
like a whole lot of booze in there.
Happy to see all of you. If you can't tell from the setup, we're trying out something a little bit different right now. I think it's going to be pretty good, but, you know, there's bound to be some teething pain, so let us know what you think.
I think what we're going to see the most issue is going to be... It's coming and going with the blur, honey. I know. I was just going to say that. I don't know what's doing it. I'll have to look into it more. I think it's something to do with the streaming app that we're using. The streaming app that I'm using is called Melon, and it's pretty good. Me and Nina used it, and it works really good so far. But I don't know. Apparently something's causing a blur, and I don't know. I don't have this is the freemium version because I've never done this before.
Go get the rubbing alcohol and rub it on the lens. Also,
that could be it.
We have our first question of the night from CM Helnikainen. Says, DH, wait, Ghost Girl is gone and now it's Wizard Boy? Explain.
That's right. It's actually
oh yeah, and
that's why.
Tara points out the other nice thing about doing this is my audio might actually be in sync for once.
Actually, I think it is in sync. I not like the band, but an actual like good version of in sync.
Yeah, Hey now. I'm a child of the 90s.
Hey now.
I fucking love in sync.
Yeah, it's funny because everyone's saying you look crisp and mine's coming in and out. Now, I think I know why. Let me first schnuckle with it. So just so you guys know, my entire computer took a shit. And well, at least the parts that are the most important anyway. So I am suspecting, let me see, camera control exposure instead of auto. Let's turn that to that. And let's fuck around with my exposure. Unfortunately, it won't let me see it. Oh, I just went dark as all hell. And now I'm like way too bright. And I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Whatever fucking...
I mean, it looks okay to me.
Yeah, whatever fucking auto shit it's doing, you just need to tell it don't.
Yeah.
Behemoth X lighting. There we go.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it looks like it's working. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments, like... See, it just went blurry again. Now, that's probably more to do with my lighting. Let me there's a really fun way to turn on my light switch.
The wizardy way.
That might give us enough light for the
You know what? I'm gonna say for chat real quick. I am sorry, Sarah. We will have to turn off the fucking Streamlab bot because it just deleted somebody's comment because apparently they were spamming symbols.
Okay, I'll fix it. Yep, we got to figure it. Yep, that's easy to fix. Hold on. All right. All right. Gonna turn off CloudBot completely. I think that's what it was. That should be what it was. These alert boxes don't work. There we go. All right. That should be working.
So,
there's a lot of new stuff, guys. So don't be mad if I fuck it up a little.
So what?
Ticker's working.
What are we going to be doing today? I have no idea what we were talking about.
I wasn't planning on doing anything. I just figured we'd sit here and just smile at everybody for about a half hour, and then we'd do that again for another half hour, and just keep changing it up with different kinds of smiles.
Just every time somebody puts in a fucking super chat, just change the smile.
Just change it. Actually, I can't wait for somebody to do a super chat because supposedly it's supposed to pop an alert at the bottom. I don't know. Streamlabs is new, wizardry to me. I have no idea what it does. It's an arcane art that apparently is like integrated with everything, so it should work. But we'll find out. We'll find out.
Eddie says he thought
what popped up.
Something said John donated $68.
What? Who donated $68? Where did that happen?
There was no super chat, so I don't know.
Oh, word. I wish it would pop on my screen. I bet you, whoever that was, if you donated money to me, I really appreciate that. That must be a Streamlabs thing. Yeah, that might have been a Streamlabs thing.
I didn't see anything about that on my end. Not saying it didn't happen, but
I clicked the test button. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it just acted like somebody donated money to me. Let me see. We'll see if it does it again. Oh yeah, that's fake, John. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, John donated money. That wasn't real. That was a fake. That was a fakey dakey. Apparently you can supposedly donate to me now on Streamlabs. I don't know, man. I'm new to this thing. It's going to be a couple weeks until before I get everything figured out. So I'm just glad that this is working, and it's working well enough that I guess I'll have to buy it. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm feeling like I made a post earlier on my Facebook, which was kind of important, talking about what was it? You are not your hard drive, because if like so much of my art and work and all of the things that are so really valuable to what I do was on that old hard drive. And I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna have backups." I know that, guys, but I'm not made out of money, and I didn't feel like buying another 3 terabyte hard drive to contain all of my stuff. So.
But also, it's that
I took the risk.
It's like that fucking George Carlin shit too. Of it's just your fucking shit. You don't need it. You don't know what it is. It's just your fucking shit. Not to say that there isn't important things in there, but
correct.
I went through an entire terabyte hard drive that I recently got rid of. I had maybe 2 gigs worth of shit worth keeping on there.
Oof.
And that's it. I went through every folder. So
I'll read you what I wrote, so you'll know where my head is at. I'll read you what I wrote. I said, so I woke up today feeling pretty good, took a deep breath and said to myself, you are not your hard drive. Then started the new folder on the drive where I always will keep most of my work. The new drive was totally empty, no folders, no documents, nothing, just a totally blank canvas. I no longer have to be the DH I was before. I can now be a new DH, a better DH. I will, we'll rebuild him. One of the most powerful and magical things black magic is really about is for self-reinvention. Every moment we are a new person. Every moment our consciousness shifts to a different dimension in the multiverse. Nothing is ever the same. A black magician doesn't look at this change as scary or negative. It is the very power they need to become anything they desire. I think everyone should lose something that defines them at least once or twice in their life. Not that this loss of my computer was an object that really defined me, but certainly defined me more than I would probably like to admit. So truly look around you, look for something that defines you. And if it is not something that you want defining you, lose it. I don't even think that we should be defined by our friends or our family or our children. But I suppose some things are, some attachments are not really toxic so much. So you can keep them around if you want. But at least look for the things that are frivolous, things that shouldn't define you, your clothes, your car, your TV, even your work like mine. Contemplate it. Think about it for a little while. And then I said, now if you excuse me, I'm off to go I'm off to go play mini golf with my wife and my son and her girlfriend and his girlfriend. So, that's an important thing. You got to be able to, let go
absolutely
completely from these things. So you really should.
It's practicing that non-attachment.
Yeah, and realize what's important, which is pretty much none of the things that most people put importance on. It's not even your body. That's not really that important. It's important enough, but it's not. I'm saying it. Attachment means an unhealthy, egoistic center on things that are not really real. Ego is really an illusion, a delusion. It's not a bad thing. Ego is inevitable if you are having a human experience. It's people are like, oh, you've got it. Well, of course, anybody who's alive has an ego, and that ego, even if you don't like it, it doesn't mean it's bad. Trust me on that. There's people who will love people who suck. Look at the world that we live in, man. People will love people that are objectively bad, and that seems to work out for them.
I can change.
But anyway, oh gosh, that's one of my favorite. That's my favorite joke. Like my wife and I will watch a movie, and there'll be like some chick who will meet some dude, and she says it like when she first sees him. My wife will say, I'm going to change him. Like her thoughts, like the back of her mind. I'm going to change him. And then like at the end of the movie, like when he does change, she's like, I changed him. And it's just, it's too true. It's too real.
No, why did you keep changing beyond what I changed you to?
Yeah.
It's like you're a person. I'm going to take a step away for 1 second because I just discovered a hangnail. And if I don't fix it now, I'm going to fucking rip my finger off with my obsessions.
Yeah, when you're cadiddling your butthole later, it's going to get stuck in there, and then we're all going to hear about it on Discord. It's not going to be good.
Why do you shine this Luciferian truth upon me?
So Lorraine Francom says, delete your Facebook page. I did that 2 years ago. If you know how many Facebook pages that I've been through, DH Thorn is a business Facebook page. It's like a blog site. So I don't consider my DH Thorn Facebook my Facebook. That is literally just another way people can interact with me, and it's actually one of the places I get like a lot of my attention because for whatever reason it's just conducive to it. But I haven't accepted really more than like one friend request in like the last 2 weeks because generally speaking, because of all the drama in the community, I'm sure there's a lot of sock accounts and stuff that are trying to give me a hard time, so I'm just not giving them that play. But definitely Facebook, Twitter, really Facebook and Twitter are the worst of all of them. Instagram is kind of like whatever. It's like a picture bank. It's not really that big a deal. But Facebook and Twitter are absolutely among the worst things on this planet for social and human interaction. It is absolutely wretched. It makes Mos Eisley from Star Wars look like a beautiful little place for children to come and learn. That is what, that is how bad Twitter. I mean, it's wretched. It's horrible. It's disgusting. I mean, Fleshy, you won't even go near those two things, from what I understand.
What two things?
Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, fuck no. Are you fucking crazy? Hell no. Jesus Christ.
Christ Jesus and his friend Ralph. I mean,
yeah,
really,
no, that's like I made this joke at the top of the stream about how we're the fucking hive of scum and villainy, but really it's fucking Facebook and Twitter and fucking just social media. Just delete it. Fuck it. You don't need it. You should have enough creative bullshit and other more important things, your family, your magic, your arts, your crafts, all bumbling around this wonderful, wonderful mind of yours. You don't need other people making you fucking crazy. Just embrace your own crazy. It doesn't matter what somebody fucking on the other side of the world is doing. Fuck it. Delete it. It don't matter.
And it's not just that. Facebook and Twitter are designed to fuck you up. I mean, they're algorithmically designed to fuck with your head. So I have a feed eradicator, a news feed eradicator. I have all these things so that when I do log on to Facebook, I am there just purely to post my shit. And if I do browse and scroll my wall, it's on my phone, and I can just throw that shit like across the room, because it's Facebook is algorithmically designed to cause interaction, and they know that negative interaction, toxic interaction, gets the most interaction possible. It literally is. Human beings are more addicted to like negative, toxic shit than positive shit.
Yeah, because love is fleeting, but hate lasts forever.
I saw, people were like, I guess they missed the point. Like some people were like trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, some of the comments were just like, some were cool and some were deep, and then some people were just like, I guess you missed what I'm saying. I guess you missed what I'm saying. I'm just gonna leave it there. But no, I mean, it's disgusting. When I scroll through, it's all of the drama that me and EA and other people have been in lately. 89.95% of that drama is Facebook drama. Like if you don't watch Facebook, you'd never even know what's going on. And that's the thing that makes it really hilarious. The only reason that the EA thing even has any traction is because of the BBC article / news report, which is all bullshit, of course, or not all bullshit. It's all hype. It's sensationalistic. It's not. Anyway, they're drawing conclusions that are possibly actionable. We'll see how that turns out. But so yeah, no, like we're completely. Like I live on Discord mostly, like for my social activity. It's 90% of it's Discord.
That's one of the only good ones.
Because it's more like an old school BBS. It's all run by the hosts. You know, it's not just free. It's freewheeling, it's freeballing, but it's not algorithmically designed to fuck with
It's
you.
free real estate.
It's basically. And someday they'll fuck it up, but for now it's good. So, yeah.
So hey, we said we have no fucking clue what we're gonna do tonight. What if we pop this whole meme review thing early?
I love it. Let's do the meme review and just kind of have some fun tonight. The good news is though, for those of you, so let me tell the story of the computer really first, because some people are concerned. My computer, the hard drive that pretty much has all of my life's work on it, all of the art, all of the music, even all of my books, dead. So maybe I can salvage it, probably not. I don't know if it's worth it to me to spend the money. In a way, the blank slate is kind of worth it in a way. But that means that the editions of my books that are out there now, unless I can reverse engineer them off the PDFs and stuff, which you can, but unless I can reverse engineer them and stuff, a lot of that is going to be gone. So it'll still be up. You can buy it all. It just means that I have like a completely clean slate. So it's a little tragic, but it's a good thing, because this new thing that I'm writing, this thing that was originally going to be a maybe 1,200 word post that became a 12,000 word book that I was going to release for free and still am, has now bloated out to close to 20 or 30,000 words, maybe even more by the time I'm done with it. It's basically turned into a full short length book. So this is actually going to be a new flagship, a new start. It's actually a new way. It's something I've wanted to say forever, but you know what? Some topics are big and they're hard to, like, I wasn't sure if people were ready, including myself, to talk about them, if that makes sense. It's always been the background of all of the spirituality and magic that I've done, but I've finally gotten like a valid theoretical model together that I can use to describe what I'm doing. So that's kind of what this book is. The original title was going to be Intuitive Magic, but now I've realized that's not even the title I'm going to use, so that's going away. It may be a little bit longer then, because this is actually something I really want to make happen. So, we'll see if it works, but it's something I really want to make happen as a full book. Now, it will be released for...
Click the button.
Click the button?
Click the button.
What button?
Our friend Nina just did a thing.
Oh, that's how that works. Badass. Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. Nina the Mystic. Greetings, everyone. I see you're using Melon Stream. Yes, that was, I think it was from your link. I hope you got whatever that thing was. I didn't actually subscribe yet, actually, Nina. I didn't actually pay anything, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I will try to set it up so you get I know you get a referral, so I will try to get that happening. Worst case, I don't know how that works. I'll try to get that to happen. I hope I did that. I'm gonna feel bad. If not, I'll send you the $10. Screw it. I'll just send you the $10. so I don't care about that.
That's a bro
But thank
move.
you, Nina. Thank you, Nina, for turning me on to it. And I'm gonna keep using it. I think I'm pretty sure. I mean, what do you think so far, Fleshy? I think once we get our ability to.
We'll see. I don't have that much control right now, and I like the power. I feel stripped of it right now, so we'll see.
I think some of the stuff you can still do, like your virtual camera stuff, you could still do with OBS, like the way you were doing it, and just feed that to me, because it's the same basic thing. It's just because you.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, are you? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm still on OBS.
Okay, because you should be able to put all your little overlays up and all that kind of good shit. So, I just don't know how it's going to work. I honestly don't. So, but yeah, I mean, I like it so far. It's working good, and this is the free version. I haven't done the actual version yet. So, yeah. Let's hold on. So anyway, what was I saying? I lost my place. What was I saying? I said something stupid.
Man, I don't know.
Gosh darn it!
It must not have been that important.
Let me see. Oh, that's cool. So I didn't even know that. Okay, so I don't even have to. Okay, see, I can do this. I can make Wyatt pop up. That's really cool. Look at all these cool features. I like that. All right, so so it's going to be the first edition is going to be free. And it's going to not just be free, it's going to be that kind of free where you can share it as much as you want. It's going to be a Creative Commons license. And the type it is going to be one of those ones where so long as you don't alter it in any way and so long as I get credit and all that good shit, you can share the shit out of it. You can go put it on any upload site you want, share the living fuck out of it. And it's going to be a pretty good quality thing. It's just not going to be as heavily edited. It may miss a section or two. It's going to be mostly like 99% complete.
You can share it anywhere. I'm looking at you, subreddit that shall not be named.
Oh, is there a subreddit? Oh, yeah.
You know about it. You made that badass comment in it.
Yeah, Yarr. I did. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, you're taking money out of my mouth, but if you're being respectful about it and maybe paying it forward for me, like somewhere in the future, but I shouldn't promote it, but what do you want me to do? Pirates Bay is not maybe a bookmark on my computer, but I don't have to search for it. I mean, anyway, so this first edition will be completely free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to release it on my Patreon page, which already pissed one person off. They just completely didn't get it. They're like, oh, it's going to be on Patreon then. It's like, no, fool. I'm going to be releasing it on Patreon as a link. And if people want to patron me at that point, they can as like a donation, but you don't have to. It's completely up to you guys.
You just get a little bit ahead of schedule.
Yeah. So Fleshy, apparently people still think they can meet you on Skype. I don't know.
No, I was clearing that out. Oh no.
Yeah,
so we're not using Skype. We have been using Skype for all the past live streams, but we have switched to an app called Melon right now. So
which is actually going to be good.
Yeah,
that's actually going to be good because if I subscribe, I forget how many, but you can have like up to 6, I think, guests on.
Yeah.
So once we get this figured out, if I subscribe to it, you won't even need Skype. You won't need anything. You click the link. As long as you got a video and a mic, I can invite. You can join. Like literally, like rando people can join, and I can bring you in and out. Like I can.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot more like.
It'll be way better moving forward. Tonight we're not going to be taking callers just because of the limitations and everything, but that's going to make it easier for you guys. You won't have to try and find my fucking name on Skype or Discord or any of that. You can just click a link.
We're going to make this. So I got to thank Nina again. Nina, I'm going to DM you $10 somehow. Trust me. If you don't get it from me doing, I will get you your $10 because that's only fair.
If he doesn't, I will, simply because you removed a bunch of the legwork that I do when I'm sitting there like on camera. It's because I'm figuring shit out behind the scenes and trying to coordinate guests.
The only bad thing is I'm going to be grifting twice as hard because it's going to cost like whatever $15-20 a month. So,
I'll fucking go in with that. But
yeah, the nice thing is I can even just drop the link in chat and be like, if you want to join us, you just click on it. You don't have to download anything. You just go right to the webpage. It's pretty good. So
okay, I'm itching for this. Are you ready for now you haven't been peeking at the new meme channel, have you?
I'm peeking. I'm peeking right now. No, I haven't been. No.
Okay, good. Because let's fucking jump into this real quick. I want to get your take, your your wisdom as it relates to the most important thing, the only reason why you should have Facebook or Twitter, the fucking memes. Or maybe I'm just too much of a fucking millennial.
I mean, I don't even think you can get the best memes off of Facebook at all. I think Facebook
you
has
can't.
garbage memes. I think Reddit, and I hate Reddit, but I have to give it credit. There's decent memes there. You can get good stuff, of course, off of 4chan, but that's, I like 4chan, but I know a lot of people don't because of whatever reason. Same reason they don't like Reddit. It really kind of depends on which direction you sail in. But yeah. Eddie, I don't know. My camera looks focused on mine. It's probably a bandwidth issue. It comes in and out. I don't know what's causing it. Honestly, I see what you're talking about. Like I'm looking at the preview and it's coming in and out. I don't know what's causing that because it's perfectly clear on my end. It's something to do with their with Melon.
He's streaming from a Russian dash cam. Give him a little bit of credit.
Yeah, it's definitely coming in and out, and I honestly don't know what's causing that. I really don't. I really wish I knew.
The important thing is that I'm coming in crisp tonight.
Right? Stream latency, 4K resolutions. No, that's all good. You know what it could be? Melon does have a stick up its ass about resolution, I think, unless you subscribe. That could be it, but I don't know. It doesn't really give me, does it? Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's. I have to get the Pro to get 1080p, so I don't know if that's it. That could be it. And I don't think I'm going to be getting Pro because I think Pro is like $50 a month, and I'm not doing that.
Fuck that.
Yeah. You can hear me, right? I can always like put a photo up. It's
sure.
No, I won't make it crisper, Ajna. I've already bit the bullet and sent them my DNA because somebody bought me a DNA kit. I'm not about to have my DNA freaking look. If that what's that? Oh, the basilisk is real. They've got my DNA now, so they can remake me, so they can so they can poison me.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm not. I'm going to help make it happen. You'll see. Just by talking about it, I'm helping. That's my argument.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be like, you didn't help with my creation. Actually, I did. I talked about it. It's cool. Like, I'm part of you now. Like, you know.
And hey, the one who helped more than anything is Wyatt, because he's the reason why we're talking about the basilisk.
Right.
So Wyatt, don't you even worry about it. The basilisk looks at you and smiles.
Yeah, you're probably actually going to be getting like a promotion over me in the new world order that the basilisk creates. So you'll get to boss me around. It'll be fun for you, man. Suck for me, maybe. I don't know. It depends on what you like. But yeah. You guys like my little wizard, by the way? My wife and I went to the Squishables place today, and she loves Squishables with like all kinds of passion. And I like the little moths that they have. I actually have one of them, but we saw this and I'm like, this reminds me of a real life sort of friend of mine, former client friend of mine, who I don't know if he's watching, but if you're watching, Johan, brother, I miss you a lot. I hope you're doing good. But somehow it's something about it. I'm like, nah, dude, I have to have this thing. So he's part of the show now for a little while. He's the mascot. He's the little wizard of the show. So yeah. All right. Fleshy. One last thing. So my computer died. That picture of the fire was obviously doctored, guys. It wasn't on fire in my kitchen, although it did look like it in that picture. No, it was literally just my my phone. I have an app that I can use to edit things. So don't panic. I wasn't on fire. Everything's still together. In fact, it turns out that the rig still works, pretty sure. I haven't tested it, but now that I know what the problem was, I guarantee if I turn it on, it'll work. It just won't have a real hard drive on it. It'll just have the boot drive. So I have to buy a new hard drive and maybe give it to somebody as a gift or something. So
I'm sure somebody will be happy about that.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer Vatsa, I'm surprised he didn't, if he didn't already, or Yuri or somebody. I'm sure he's going to say that he sent a hurricane at my house. I'm sure he's going to say that he hexed my computer. I'm sure he's going to say all of that. And the joke's on him because the computer I have now probably costs more than his entire life. So just saying. So, I mean, I didn't. It wasn't like I'm hurting. So, thank you for getting me a new computer. All right.
Good.
No more drama. No more drama.
Thank you. All right, you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Hit me with it. In fact, how can I do this? I bet you I can make you big. I bet you I can make you the biggest. Wrong person. How do I choose who's the big one?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. Oh, that kind of works. That made you bigger.
Meet me, big boy now.
Yeah. I know there's got to be some way to make you the big guy.
Teething issues.
So, I mean, that makes you big enough. I mean, it's okay.
We'll fucking roll with it. Let's do it. That's great.
Or you know what? I bet you I can. Let's see this.
Okay. This works. They can't see your face, and I think your face is going to be the reactionary bit of this. But
that's good. That's a good point. All right, so we'll do that.
Okay,
I'm on the wrong side now.
It's just shit.
I don't like that. Okay, do it.
All right. First one's from Nature's Wrath. Also, thank you for everybody who helped fill out the meme basket.
You know, I will not lie. I did accidentally click it once or twice. I promise you I didn't look and remember, but it absolutely, because of the way that I roll on Discord, I see the highlight. I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, shit, don't look.
Hey, let's face it anyways. Some of these we've seen before anyways. In fact, I know some of your favorites are in here. Just
I hope the wizard with the abs is in that one. It's one of my favorites.
Maybe. I'm really happy Nature's Wrath posted this because I couldn't fucking find it. I fucking adore this. I'm not having a mental breakdown. I'm transmuting. It's called Ascension and it's classy.
Dude, that is so true. You know, in a way, there's definitely a pitfall, not a pitfall, a stumbling block, a distraction, whatever you want to call it, that will happen to people that are spiritual, where they will have like a Pollyanna attitude about the negative shit in their life that's not real. It's like a facade, just like this meme is showing. So this guy's obviously, you know, Stan's dad's got an obvious problem, and you know, he's having a mental breakdown and everything else, but he's going to act like, no, it's good. It's good that I'm fucked up. That I see all the fucking time. I really do. Like, it'll be like, oh, well, you know, I need this problem. And it's like, you're right. But are you just coping at the moment, or have you actually transmuted it yet? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to diss. I'm just saying, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to overanalyze all these, by the way. You know,
no,
right?
I actually fucking love that because, you know, we have me, the fucking little shitlord over here and everything, analyzing it from Crowley, but
because I can't do the Rogan. I want to be like the Rogan. I just want to be like Why Sun Hot. I want to do that, but I'm the actually guy. That's who I am. So I'm just gonna learn to be that and love it.
I think for this especially, you know, you're the straight man tonight, and you're going to give us the deep insight. You're going to be the guy that Joe Rogan questions. That's a little tiny.
Yeah, make it blow it. Go to the open and big screen, open original image. That always makes it big. Are you afraid of the prawn that you have on your screen?
Let me just make sure real quick. Hold on.
Unshare that screen for a minute.
I'm just gonna make.
Oh, you're quiet now.
I'm just gonna make sure that this stream doesn't get canceled for a second. Okay, now we can go.
We're good.
Yeah. Of course. There was nothing. There was nothing to worry about ever. Okay. Definitely. I don't.
Oh, that's easy. I'm dumb.
I don't have a pre-stream sigil creation ritual that I do every Thursday. No, it's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Pre-stream, is that like when you're going to go pee and that first little trickle shoots out, like you're trying to like?
Yeah, it's about getting the magic rolling, you know.
Right. Okay. All right. Because some people just go like a hose. Some people it's like squirt, and then they pee. You know, like an old boomer.
Oh, right. like those fucking Like when you go into the fucking bathroom and there's always that old guy that's leaning up against the wall, just like moan, screaming, just Martha, yeah.
Like my grandfather, son of a bitch, like in the middle of the night. You just hear that fucking horse piss for like three minutes, like coming and going, like, oh, son of a bitch.
You think it's actually more coming than it is going?
I don't know. I think it's Korea. I think it was his time in Korea is what that is. I think he's got a little burning.
Oh, I see where you were going with that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean we don't need chaos magic? You want to have to learn planetary hours and shit?
So chaos magic is really, the thing I'm doing. A lot of people are like, "Isn't this like chaos magic?" I'll be like, "Yes," but it's actually more of a precursor in a way because chaos magic. Chaos magic is different. We'll just put it that way. And chaos magic is an interesting thing, but no, I mean it really does. When you go looking around, chaos magicians often get a bad rap as being like totally uneducated about this stuff because they do tend to be highly postmodern in the sense that they tend to like, poo-poo classical magic stuff in a lot of ways. But then they miss something, I think. And I'm not broad brushing it. I'm not saying they're all like that. I'm saying that's the rap they get. It's not fair because real good chaos magicians aren't like that. Chaos magicians are more eclectic than anything. So I got to give them a lot of credit for that. But
yeah. And hey, I did my best. This one just started out grainy and I could only make it so good. But a spell to repel unwanted opinions. Repeat the phrase, "Did I fucking ask you?" until the subject realizes that you, in fact, did not fucking ask them.
That's basically the skull and bones symbol, just a little different. Oh, man. Look up Geronimo's bones. You'll know what I'm talking about.
How the fuck do you spell that?
Like Geronimo, the Native American dude who like...
Okay, yeah. How do you fucking spell that?
Geronimo. If you look up, so Geronimo's bones are said by the New World Order. So the Skull and Bones Club,
I'm not going to click images just in case.
The Skull and Bones Club that George Bush and I believe Kerry were all involved in, amongst others. And I forget which college it's through, but it's like a fraternity through a college, and it's said to be one of those Bohemian Grove style secret societies, which it is. It definitely is. They actually do mystery school style death and rebirth stuff in there. They might not realize that's what they're doing, but you actually have to lay in a coffin and shit. It's pretty fucking creepy and cool. Yale. Eddie says Yale. I believe Eddie, because Eddie is definitely a connoisseur of crazy cults.
Eddie knows his shit.
Yeah. Senior Honor Society at Yale. Yeah. So, but it's totally true. There's no question about it that it's real. That I'm obviously exaggerate stuff. There's no question that that's accurate. Accurate enough, and they actually are said to use a collection. There's a branch of. I'm not surprised. Eddie's probably like their chapter, like treasurer or something. No, but they are said to use the actual bones from Geronimo as a symbol of something wretched, if I remember correctly. I don't remember every detail, but they are said to use them like as their symbol because of something that they did. It's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, Order 322. It's pretty nuts, and it's not a joke. It sounds like a joke to the normies in the world, but it is not a joke. It's a legit thing. Look it up. It's pretty fucking crazy.
I'm just thinking of that fucking Will Ferrell skit, just where he impersonated Bush. Just like, I called them the Skull and Boners. They asked me politely to please stop.
If you want to see something freaky, look at that picture of supposedly George Bush Sr. standing outside the book repository on JFK's assassination day. Not going to say, but the energy looks exactly like him. We'll just put it like that. I don't doubt it at all. So,
JFK was accidentally toaster bathed by a Secret Service agent with a loose trigger finger and a jerking car.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was Hillary's first,
and the CIA were cool with it. They're like, oh fuck, we don't have to do it now.
we were already going down at that point. But that was either he or the one before him was the last kind of legitimate presidents we've ever had. Everybody since then, they've been installed pretty much, with maybe one or two exceptions. Maybe.
Hey man, we have always just you don't become president. You are more like a you're more like an egregore. An egregore
Wyatt.
of like
Wyatt.
No, what happened?
Wyatt, that's not what I said, man. I said that they use it as a wretched symbol of something. Geronimo
He
is
wasn't
not
necessarily
wretched.
talking about you. He could have just been addressing things generally.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know.
But that's I don't know. They use it in a wretched way. Okay, we'll put it like that. All right, back to facts. Back to facts.
When your temple meets in the park at 8 p.m., but it's springtime, so you got to do an extra hour of daylight.
You guys think that's funny? That's pretty much how I like to dress if I could get away with it more often. I'm not going to lie. But I get as close to that as I can without being like kicked out of places. Like that's especially in the cooler months, like the summer, I look like, okay, no, I'm going to stand up. Like I'm wearing color. Like I have my shorts on. I look like a normal person right now. But because it's fucking hot, it's like 90 degrees right now, it's like plus humid, like 100% humidity. So forget it. But once the cooler weather comes, I totally go incognito, if you want to put it like that. And it's black head to toe, trench coats, all kinds of shit. Like whatever makes me look weird, I'll wear like Lord of the Rings cloaks that are black. I'll all the shit. There's pictures of me in Philly, like just looking like a reject from a goth club. So,
Oh God, I want so bad for anybody who lives in his area. Just see if you can like paparazzi his ass and get some candid photos of him just in the street getting ramen at the plushie or hobby store. Just like fucking get it. And
I will not fail you.
Yeah.
I will not fail you because I just showed you this is as normie as I get. I'm not saying I look like Edward Scissorhands. I'm just saying that I'm unmistakably not normal. Like when you like, I mean, I stand out. I really do. So I'm wearing my hot weather. Fuck it. I don't feel like, like where's that video of the goths at the beach? Like that's like I learned my lesson trying to be that guy and I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, the fucking goths at the beach are basically just the fires of Gondor with their paleness. Just it's new levels of white. It's like reflective white.
Well, they often do use like stuff that makes them look more white, but not always. You know what it is?
If you don't look like a cadaver washed up on the beach as a goth, going to the beach, then you're not goth enough.
And you know what? I have to stop with the goth stuff because, I mean, technically I am not strictly goth at all. I'm more like a cross between, I'm sort of like, take a Venn diagram where you have goth, you have heavy metal, and you have post-apocalyptic, diesel punk. Like those are like my three, like I'm in the middle of that.
That's your aesthetic and you're just whirlpooling in it.
Yeah, because ideally I would dress like a Mad Max character, little bit on the goth end, right? Like that's what I would dress. If I could get away with it, I'd always not the assless chaps with the fucking flaming mohawk, like what's his name, like Wes from Road Warrior.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's my aesthetic.
Yeah, well, you can ride the back of my bike anytime near, bro, but not for that reason.
I want the front end.
Oh no, I don't think that's man. Everybody's Ajna is fucking awesome. He says, "I'm gonna post it." I know he was joking because of what Wyatt said before. So no people of color goths here. You meant Fleshy? That's always been something.
Digging a hole.
That's always not to get on the touchy subjects, but as somebody who loved, I miss Detour and Mineola, guys. I wish that place would come back. You'd get a couple of POCs show up, but it's mostly Spanish people who do it because I guess I don't know, but you would get a few POCs show up, and it was I hate to say that. That sounds worse. You'd get a few black people showing up, and they would show up and they dress like normal, like in normal clothes. And my friend who was black said when I asked him, I'm like, aren't you going to get...
Is he still black?
He's still black.
Okay,
when I asked him... when I asked him why he didn't get dressed up, he's like, I don't have to. I'm already wearing all the black I'm gonna need. And we bought him so many drinks that night. It was his first time there. We had so much fun with this guy because he really did like it. And it was like he came out of the goth closet, because it was like all of his normal friends like wouldn't understand, but he's like, yo, I love the horror movies and I love all this stuff, and I've always wanted to go to one of these places, and them goth chicks and all that stuff. Oh man, I miss that dude. I haven't talked to him in like 10 fucking years. I miss that guy.
Even if you aren't goth, you can't deny goth booty and fishnets. It's a meme for a reason.
I plead the drinking. But yeah.
Hey.
Astardi, you're right. The autofocus is total trash. Actually, it's not even that, because there it goes. Now it is that. It's probably because I'm in dim lighting. I bet you if I turn the lighting up, which I don't want to do, I like the dark.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Got to be at home in the dark. And also, I'm not gonna let you totally sidestep that. I know she's listening right now, but you can't tell me that your goth wife, you know, you can't tell me if Camilla came out with fishnets, you wouldn't be about that. You don't have to answer. I'm just stating.
I always am about that. That's not the point. The point is that, you know, I only have eyes for you. But, you know, no, actually back in the day, that was what we used to say, was like, you know, what's cool about the goth subculture is it makes everyone look better. It just does. Like, especially the girls, but no question. No question.
Yeah, because it's like so many of the girls are just like, fishnets and everything, so much groovy shit. And then don't get me wrong, the guys can look cool too, but you always get those types that like, I need the shittiest fucking 12-year-old boy hair gel, and I need to make it a spike like right here.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Super fucking anime.
Yes. You could rock. Dude, you're like the right dude for goth. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't look, my body is not goth body. I don't have goth body. I have like gothopotamus body. Like, I don't have like the legit goth body. You do though. You're like you're the Twinkie dude. You'd walk in there with the, you know, like you just said, everybody would be all over you, dude. You would have no problem. You'd be scoring like fucking, you know, Michael Jordan in the 80s or 90s, dude. You'd be off the chain. And
look at how goth I am. I reflect light because I cannot accept it.
Yeah, I actually fit in better at like a metal show than a goth club because of just the way I am. But yeah, totally. But I generally like going to goth shows more because I feel like I can just vibe to the music better. Not that I don't like heavy metal, I do. It's just I don't like new metal and all the shit that passes for metal. I like old Slayer and you know, I don't know. Like Ghost is cool. I don't know if they count as metal.
I don't.
Negative. Oh, Typo Negative. I miss you, Peter Steele. I used to look a lot like him when I had my long hair.
You fucking did. I don't think you're actually that metal though. I don't think you even know what this band is. Nope,
never heard of them. Nope. No idea.
Okay, good. That was a test because this is a Vans shirt.
Yeah, I really don't know.
You passed the test.
You know, I am nearly boomer. I am nearly boomer now at this point with it's getting to the point now where it's like I don't even look up new music anymore because it's
back in my day, James Hetfield only used down picking.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with you, Jen, but I still like Ghost. They put on a damn good show.
She says Ghost is pop Satanism.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I like it for that though. You know what it is? There's a couple of songs, especially the more mellow songs. Like He Is, I know it's supposed to be like one of those like, you know, the mega church type of songs, but I love it. It's got just that right vibe. It's so hidden evil that I love it. Like you can play that for a Christian person, they won't get it until like the third listen, and then they're like, oh.
Dude, I've listened to Ghost a couple times, and like I like them, but they also hit me in that weird fucking uncanny valley, just like Kiss, where their sound does not match their aesthetic. It's not a bad sound. It just throws me for a fucking loop.
They definitely have a little bit of that 70s metal vibe, which is also what I like about them because I like 70s metal. And you know, not all of it, but there's like Heavy Metal, the movie, to me, I know the movie is like trash by a lot of people's standards, but to me that's like the perfect time machine to like the metal that I really enjoy. So
that's
like,
because
I love
it's
that
fucking
whole soundtrack.
Conan.
I guess not all of it. I mean,
I don't know. I've
some
never
of it
actually
is.
seen heavy metal.
You
I saw Heavy Metal 2000 as a young boy, and my dad was like, "We're changing the channel." Yeah, no, I have never seen heavy metal. You know what? DH,
Put it on the list right now.
if you want me to watch it, you're gonna have to go and into that channel in our Discord and vote for it. I need to check that, by the way. I haven't seen.
No. I was gonna say let's find out when the Garretts are doing their thing. If they're doing it this weekend, we'll do it next weekend. I can't really do it this weekend for a movie night, although that could change. I'd rather do it where we can really announce it and plan it so we can get a good showing. So,
well, fuck it. I'll still be there this week. We'll do it a soft movie night, and we'll just throw another one next week.
And if I can make it this week, I will. It's sort of up in the air because I've got a lot to catch up on now. I mean, I'll be lucky if I play video games with you tomorrow night as it is, but I wouldn't mind trying because I got the new monster computer, so I'd like to. So I'm more likely to play video games tomorrow night than watch a movie. We'll put it that.
I'm catching up on the comments. Just Jen says that I broke you, and Eddie also seems very surprised.
Broke what?
Just broke.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You really did.
Yeah,
like to me. I mean, I know, like, listen, I know that that I'm almost twice your age, almost, not quite, but I'm almost twice your age. So I know that there's a lot of shit that to me is like formative that you've never heard of. Now I know how my mom would feel when she'd be like, you need to watch like whatever it was, Singing in the Rain or something stupid. Like
you haven't lived until you've seen the silent films.
Right. So, but there's certain things that shape your brain, especially when you're younger, like in your teens, that shape your expectations of life so much. And that was one of them. Like, I think anybody who was alive in the 80s and 90s, teenage boy level, if you were a certain kind of nerd, you knew what heavy metal was. And it was like, okay, here's a great example. If you are ever in the SCA or any of those more reenactment-oriented medieval, like not just the Ren fairs, not just that cosplay bullshit, but like the real reenactment groups, especially if you're from the Gen X period, you not only know Monty Python's Search for the Holy Grail, you can pretty much quote the whole fucking movie, like from start to finish. I can't anymore, but it's like a ritual. When like two nerds would meet, it was like a ritual. I mean, I bet you Jen knows. I'm gonna put it right on there, and we'll see if she takes it. I bet you Jen knows what I'm talking about. It's like a thing where people of a certain brain will, the Knights Who Say Neat. Like you'll just do the whole scene. You'll just do the whole scene together. And she says, "Oh, I know." You'll do the whole scene together, like. Just finishing the scene.
D&D. I am intimately familiar with what you were describing.
Okay, all right. Because I don't know, like some of y'all millennial Z's that are floating around right now.
So some of y'all millennials with your TikToks and your avocado toasters.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you some points for that avocado toast, but fuck you. I found out that I'm almost more of a Zennial, so because I'm late X, I'm right on the cusp. I could almost be a Zennial because I was born in '77. So,
oh god, you're getting that kind of a cultist with me. Yeah, my Gen X is in Mercury, but my millennial is in Virgo.
Yeah, good way. Yeah, true.
And actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna in a hot second. I'm gonna transition to the next one. When the family is fighting at the table and you're minding your own business, but suddenly you hear, "And this bitch does witchcraft."
I'm pretty good about keeping that secret from the fam. As open as I am, I'm open in all the ways nobody knows about. To this day, no blood knows. I don't think. Maybe there's one person. Maybe my second or third cousin knows. None of my family, even the ones that would approve, know about this. And I keep it that way. I have absolutely no interest in having my family know about this.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. That reminds me of another one. Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, we're just going to transition into this one right after that of just keeping it secret.
That's
Yeah.
also applicable to chaos magicians in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. That there's some like that looks like a dude jerking off on a sigil. Like that's the links that because just so you guys know, if you don't know anything about chaos magic, there's a
What the
meme.
fuck are
It's
you
a
doing
joke.
here?
There's a meme and a joke about chaos magicians who masturbate onto sigils, and that's actually kind of like the beginner style because you're actually what you're looking for is a state of gnosis, which is kind of like a moment of, well, it's a little different to different chaos magicians, but it's meant to be a state of almost like total empty-minded samadhi or whatever. It's like that, but instead of trying to do it the long, tedious way, you realize that if you're off, yeah, exactly. If you realize that you're in the right state of mind, like while beating off, it pretty much does the same thing. So that's kind of I'm really brutalizing the definition. I'd rather you read it. So just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. That's why they do it, because the idea is that while you're climaxing, your mental state is in for a moment, like you flicker out, like you're. I mean, if you're doing a good job, you know, using two hands and all the spit in your mouth. When you're doing a good job, you'll flicker out, and that flickering out is when the magic happens. So you're see, here's my problem with chaos magicians, not magicians, excuse me. You guys are cool. My only issue with chaos magic is it's a little too left brain. And what I mean by that is it places the left brain, the analytical side. See, here's what you find out. You speak.
I also want to state that I feel like your perspective doesn't apply to chaos magic as a whole. There are definitely certain people that practice it in a very scientifically minded state, if that makes sense. Like I can't remember the organization's name, but there are some people who practice it as a fucking science, and there's some people who practice it as a I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want type thing, and I feel like there's a happy balance in there.
So, well, you're talking about people. I'm talking about the origination of chaos magic is very left brain. That's objective. So I'm not talking about people can have their own way of practicing chaos magic. That's not what I'm talking about. The actual fundamental principles, at least of the chaos magic most people are familiar with in the objective sense, does not, it sort of comes from the perspective of the left brain dominant position of the West. And what it's basically saying is it's so Eastern metaphysics in particular reaches a point where you literally rewire your brain through meditation so that your brain is balanced between the hemispheres, where instead of the left brain bullying your brain with thoughts, it subsides and it shuts up. Not off. It just knows when to talk. It's like instead of like a little kid, like it's like taking a kid by the hand and being like, look, don't speak unless you're spoken to, okay? And that's what you're doing with your left brain on the east. I shouldn't say Eastern, but usually it's in the Eastern systems of metaphysics. So meditation teaches you to quiet the mind of the analytical side, and you realize that the quiet inner side, the right brain, is actually not just equal. That's what you start with. So the right brain actually does all of the work for the first 3+ years of your life. And it's not until about age 7 that your left brain really takes over. It's half of the job, and it starts to bully the right brain. And it really does bully it. If you look at how most people's brains are wired, the right brain is very submissive sounding, very subtle, and they call it the subconscious. Whereas the left brain is the side that's like, think.
It's the dom conscious.
It's the dom conscious, yeah. And it's anxiety filled, and it's habitual. Now, Eastern mysticism, and when I say that, I don't just mean there's actually plenty of non-Eastern versions, but it's more recognizable, like Buddhist, Hinduism, all that stuff, yoga. They actually, through their meditative practices, retrain the brain so that it gets more like the way it was when you were a child. And the brain is there's more neuroplasticity, literally, between both hemispheres. So someone who practiced, this is why they have just a completely different perspective. That's why like people who do this like me, not to toot my own horn too loud, but that's why we seem so different intellectually, because my left brain is fine. It still fires on all cylinders, but that's not the center of my mind anymore. It's not thoughts. Thoughts are a tool now instead of the blah, blah, blah. Now, chaos magic does understand that. But chaos magic says, I'm not going to spend 30 years developing a rewired brain. I'm going to use the left brain to continue dominating the right by using the left brain to declare intentions and then distract it with a dangling set of keys. So it's looking over here and then penetrate it. Basically, it's giving commands to your subconscious. The reason that's literally what it's doing. Now, this is why it's because those commands originate from the subconscious.
Mr. Helnikainen, please take this out of context.
Why? What's the context he's going to take it out of? What?
It gives commands to the subconscious.
Oh, fuck off! It gives commands to the sub.
It just ignores it and then penetrates and. So
let me rewrap that because I went all over the place. So chaos magic, if you look up what you're supposed to do in the practice, you intellectually come up with some intention and you intellectually do all of these things with your left brain with the idea that you're trying to penetrate your subconscious. Take it out of context. You're trying to penetrate your subconscious in such a way that now your subconscious carries out the action. The part that is flawed, soft flawed. I'm not saying like you're fucked up and broken. I'm saying soft flaw with that thinking is what you don't realize is your subconscious is actually where those intentions originate in the first place. Where do you think this is like I tell you guys all the time about when you're given a left-right choice, like if you got a fork in the road, and when they test you to see when you make that decision, so they'll hook your brain up to neuron checking devices. They'll put you electrodes. Put electrodes to your head, and they'll map your brain with it, and they'll watch your brain. And after they test your brain a little bit, they know how your brain works. It takes like 2 minutes. They got a baseline, and then they'll ask you to make a choice about something. By the time you're aware that you've made a choice, your subconscious made it for you sometimes 7 seconds before you know it. So in other words, when a chaos magician is deciding their intention, it's already made by the subconscious. So the idea that you're commanding your subconscious is kind of back-asswards in a lot of ways. So that's not to say chaos magic doesn't work, because clearly it does. That's not my point. I'm not like, because I'm going to get somebody who's like, going to watch it because they're
somebody's going to be like this.
Yes, yeah, they're going to be like that, and because they think that they are their ideas, their ego's wrapped up in their practice, they might not want to hear what I'm saying. But because what I like about chaos magicians, however, is because they are intellectual by and large, they're probably willing to look up the science on the fact. I hate that word, the science. They'll probably be willing to look up the science on the fact, and if they do, they'll realize that their subconscious actually comes first. Because what's the point of trying to instruct your subconscious if it doesn't have that power? So what my point is, there's a way to do things where you realize and you recognize the balance of your consciousness, and you allow the subconscious, the intuition, to have the control that it wants. And that's a big part of this coming book that I'm doing. So anyway, I've had a little bit to drink, so if I'm not making perfect clarity.
We need to get off this topic because all this fucking sub talk and everything just made me go grab rope.
I know.
So
I'm seeing a bunch of horny bastards just talking about subs all day. Guys, really, go jerk off. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Go make a sigil.
Go make a sigil. Yeah. And when you
okay.
burn it, if it smells like burning cum, well, then you're a magician if you know what that smells like. Anyway,
use lube. So, I don't think this would be a proper black magic stream unless we got our homie in on this. So,
ooh, we lost a lot of viewers. I think because I was ranting on Chaos Magic. Everyone's like,
no,
fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think that's what brought him back.
Oh, maybe.
When somebody steals your memes and doesn't give you credit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's up with people cursing people for shit on social media? Like, ew. Like, really? This is dumb.
People are fucking fragile.
I mean, I think that's worse than fragile. I think that's why I don't like Facebook and Twitter, is because, you know, there is that thing, and I think it might be true. Are people getting worse, or are we just seeing more of what they're really about?
No, we're just more open to it.
I think that's got to be what it is.
It's the love-hate growing pains of tech, because, I mean, let's face it, the shit that we're into right now, I mean, okay, so I've got a buddy who watches this. We've got a good community here and everything. Hold on, what was said? No, I don't think so. Certainly not from this end. I don't know about the intentions of the person who made the meme, but certainly from here, I mean, come on. Fucking love EA.
Looking at it, that looks like it came from EA co-editing memes, which I was featured on once not too long ago either. I was pretty proud of that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see some shit which was very much like anti-EA, anti-Bog, but yeah, like some of them just made me laugh. I don't think that one's anti-EA at all.
There was this dude that was a fan for like a week and then did like what CM Helnikainen does. And, you know, he took something, he like cropped the video for me, you know, like
was
he took it out of
context.
context.
The Santa Claus one?
It was a Santa Claus guy. And I think he thought that he was like dissing me, like that I was going to be offended. I loved it so much. I was like, I got to share this everywhere. And I'm sure he's like, oh my God, what a douche. And I was like, no, this is gold. I fucking love it. And even the one where they tried to rip me for being like a Nazi or something, they put a picture of me, especially when I was fat, looking like the bad guy from Toy Story 2. And in the picture, I really looked like, they got me at just the right moment with my face just the right way. And they're like, oh, and the bad guy from Toy Story 2. I'm like, actually, that's kind of funny. That's actually pretty good. I see what you're talking about.
I saw that. I'm your buddy. That makes me fucking laugh. Like, it was good.
Right,
like,
yeah.
The exact pose that you had, it was just like perfect. Like, you guys did a good
really
job.
Was.
Like you must be fans because you clearly like scrubbed the video and got the perfect frame.
I mean, they weren't fans. I mean, that's the thing. I love hate watch. Other people who hate watch me, like certain people who shall remain nameless, will hate watch you to just find something that you've said so they can take it out of context. They really do. And then they'll be like, they'll post it like at 2:32, he said this. And it's like, yes, but you know, that's like if you say GH Thorne's a Nazi, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, I'm a fucking, you know, sarcasm. Yeah, you're right, I'm a fucking Nazi. Yeah, sure. And they're like, see, he admits it at 108, exactly at 108 in the video. So yeah, whatever, man, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with this next one, and I think this might be a little bit of a call out for you.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna be mad? Me. Chaos Magic. Oh, read it.
Oh no, you go. I've been reading all of them.
Me, a Chaos Magic practitioner. It doesn't matter how old the book or tradition is. All that matters is if it works. Me, anytime I find a cult book more than 100 years old. New most prized possession. Yes, I get it because I was at an old, you know, I didn't put this picture up. There, back in my hometown, there was a bookstore called Book Review. It's still there for now, but they have to close next month because the landlord is selling the building. And apparently over COVID, they didn't cut the guy a break that owned the place. They've been there for 20-something years. And so they owe a lot of money. And so they're not giving them any kind of like, you know, pay us back in a planned deal. They're evicting them. And it's like, it's a Book Review in Huntington, New York it's like, I don't know, like imagine like something that's just a fixture that like makes the town what it is. that's one of those places. Like they had book signings there from anybody who's famous. That's how they kept in business. They actually stayed in business in competition with Barnes and Noble and everybody because they were just a better bookstore. And they were fucking awesome because the guys that worked there, one of the guys, and this is what I did with them, we would go on book buys. And that meant we would go around to people's houses and they would sell us truckloads of books. And then the guy who was a genius at this, he'd find the valuable books and all that shit and he'd auction them and sell them. So he made a good amount of money on it. And now if you go in there, they actually have some occult books and some stuff like that that are expensive as fuck. They had a copy of one of I forget when it came from, but it was like a reprint from, I don't know if it was like the 1800s no, it wasn't that old. It was like a 50s reprint of something, a book about Pythagoras, and it was like, ooh, if it wasn't $700, I'd actually want to grab this. This looks good. So I mean, look them up if you are ever in New York while you can still get there, while they're still open for like the next couple of weeks. Go to Book Review in Huntington, man. I was actually going to do a book signing there because they love doing local author book signings, but.
And
yeah, they're going away.
I'm kind of guilty of this too. I really just think that although the old practiced shit isn't necessary, it just has a certain juju to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it has all that history, and it's like what you say about Superman. Of so many people have used this and believe in it that it's got to have a little bit of extra juice.
I think it's that. Plus, I'm gonna go grab some. I got to blow my nose. I got some boogers in there. Hold on. Woo!
Empty your nose for us, DH.
Oh, it's great. It's either that or I pick it on live camera.
Give us those nose cummies.
Delicious. I think I just made a new thing for CM Helnikainen right there. All right.
You did and I did.
So I liked what you had said too, because that game control really points it out really well. That there are things that are more permeated through the collective conscious. They're more iconic, right? They're more symbolic. Even kids who have no fucking clue what a rotary phone does, everybody knows what that shape that looks like a rotary phone headset still means, even though no one has seen one really. Like, how many people do you know own a phone that even remotely looks like that anymore? Nobody. But everybody knows what that symbol is. It's on your telephone even now when you click on it.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at the save icon. Who the fuck uses a floppy anymore?
Right? Exactly. So
I mean, I do, but that's
I gotta
because the
reinstall
antidepressants make it not work. Long sip.
No comment. You know what somebody should do if they want to make a mint? Someone should make computer setups that look like old school computers with CRT style monitors, but they're like fully modern monitors just in a CRT box.
Oh,
so it's still like regular flat. Yes. So you get all the resolution of a regular. Yes, it would be so cool. You don't like those big old boxes?
How is that going to work with my monitor arm? My monitor would be out to here on me.
No, but this is for people who want to live in the alien house, the house like the movie Aliens, like who want the Nostromo house.
I mean, is it really an alien house unless you have like a fucking cat running around in the vents and you're like, I don't know.
I think a lot of people. Come on, look at me. There I am. I think a lot of people do though.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. The only people I know that use CRT monitors anymore are fucking Smash Bros. Players, and we can just not associate with that community. Thank you very much. Great game, awful community.
I won't use them either, but I think that we're kind of like there's a look, there's a style. Like I like my computer, but you know what? This thing looks too. I don't know. I'd show you, but then I have to show you my mess. You'd be all like, ew.
Yeah, likewise. No. This camera is cropped very specifically to not show off the mess.
It's kind of funny because on this side is all high tech and on this side is all ancient looking. Like it looks like more like occult looking.
You know what? This is actually a little bit relevant, I think.
Of course, because this menu, I can't see shit. Go away, menu.
Being a magician.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there is some of that. There's definitely some of that, especially when I started doing magic again. The first one I did was like a shirtless ritual, and I was still 330 pounds or whatever it was. And I'm like, oh, I hope nobody sees me right now.
It's like I'm fucking contacting the 12th tower of Beelzebub in the middle of the woods with my fucking bitchin' wizard staff, but everybody else just sees a homeless guy strung out on meth or something.
That's like that meme of the fat dude with the fucking I know. Yeah. It's look, we're cringy, all right. We're all cringy. That's why I say like magicians, like don't throw stones, man. We live in glass houses, okay. Hey, Jay Sauber, and it popped it up too.
Thank you for super chat, Jay Sauber. Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It popped it up. I think it popped it up. Let me see if it pops up. Yes, it did. Thank you. It works. All right, so that's cool to know. Thank you, Jay Sauber. You're always so generous. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh God. Hold on. This is an oldie but a goodie. Just like those CRTs. I remember when this first started hitting like all the forums and everything, Camilla just losing her shit over it.
Probably because that's like my life, because I have too many swords. I just bought another one. It's not a really fancy one, but I have.
Hold on, let me act surprised.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking other one? Did not upload, motherfucker. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. For the I forget who you were, but for the person who was asking if it was anti-EA earlier, let me share this. Most of you won't share because you're ashamed to have EA co-editing on your wall.
I'm not even sure. Who is that? That looks like a millennial.
I think that's the fucking dude from Nickelback.
That makes sense. Yeah. See, that's my point, man. That's why fuck metal. It's not even metal. You know what I'm saying? Fuck modern music. Fuck all that shit. Y'all suck. Fucking skinny jean motherfuckers.
Fucking come to the West Coast. Catch these hands, then, motherfucker. I will fight you, and I don't even need a sword. You know why? Because I'm so limber. Because I can fucking move around in these skinny jeans. I'm so aerodynamic.
Yeah, but they're too tight, so you're not really flexible. So I'll just.
That's why I've got that bag. I don't keep anything in my pockets. I could just jump around like a spider monkey. I'm gonna be climbing on trees. You're gonna be on the ground, heavy boots and shit. Yeah, that heavy ass sword. I'm gonna be able to catch me. I'm just gonna be prancing around. I'm gonna be like Predator. As soon as I get the laser pointed on my shoulder and that invisibility cloak, you won't even know what to do. You're gonna be the prey. I'm gonna hang your bones.
I find that funny because I wear some of the lightest shoes I've ever seen. Like everyone's like, "Oh, you're wearing boots." I'm like, "Put them on." Like these things are like lighter than fucking like tennis sneakers, dude. These are ridiculous. They're I'll show you what I wear, dude. These things are like they float. They're Danner Kinetics, and they are literally like a sneaker boot. And like I can fly in those boots, even as a fat dude. I'm like really light on my feet. No, I will never do the skin. I mean, I'm not wearing bell bottoms for fuck's sake.
I went through a phase of bell bottoms, and I hope those photos don't exist.
But you know what? You know, as much as I diss 70s fashion, I gotta say, here's the funny thing. My wife and I were watching TV the other day, and like one of those old game shows came on from the 70s. And I'm like, I never thought I'd ever hear myself say this. And I think if I went back in time and my young self heard that, he would probably be like, I don't want to live to be 40 then. Because I honestly look at stuff like the bad stuff from the 70s. Like I'm talking about like the bad stuff. And I go, I wish people still dress with that much style and flair, because everybody looks like just the same dumb freaking cheap shit now. Like there's no style anymore.
They weren't afraid to be groovy. And I'm bringing that word back.
I mean, yeah, right? So, you know.
Yeah, I know.
William Dickfit, you get an extra, like we need to like find a way to give you extra. So you're going to stay up just because of that name. He gave us a quick $5 for our, for awesomeness.
Gangsters?
What's that?
For you gangsters.
Wilma Dickfit.
Oh, Wilma, what did I say? My wife just corrected
William.
me. Did I say? Oh, well, you know what? It's like this big on my screen, guys. I'm wearing the boomer glasses for a reason. Wilma Dickfit. That's, that makes it extra funny. Now I get it. Oh my! See, I told you guys. See what you guys don't see.
Oh my god!
What you guys don't see is like what I've been up to. So I'm a little fruity right now.
Oh, you weren't joking.
No, I wasn't. So.
Oh my, Wilma. Oh my god, it didn't even register. I thought you were just making fun of somebody's name. It's the fucking. Thank you, Wilma Dickfit. You're welcome here.
And he says, "Quick five for you, gangsters." And he did mean gangsters. I think your dick would fit. Probably not me because I'm known to be pretty tight, but maybe fleshy. I don't know.
Oh no, definitely. My ass is like a hive of scum and villainy. It will find a way to fit you.
Yeah, I think that's pretty gross, and I think my channel just got demonetized. Thank you.
Hey,
I want to thank you guys because that put us over that put us over the limit. I will this month. So you guys just paid for the first month of Melon. I will subscribe to Melon because you guys just paid enough for that first month. So
make it easy on me.
That's right. What's up, Lady Kepra Ankh? Thank you for coming. Thank you for saying hi. They say, "Hey, dude."
I don't know if I can read that comment out loud. I'm just going to transition to.
Whoop. Oh, we're talking about the clitoris.
Yeah,
you can say clitoris. That's a technical term.
You can't talk about female sexuality on camera. You can only talk about my snapping ass pussy.
I mean, I'm just gonna make sure for people at home that they'll see that. I mean, I would agree. That sounds like a really bad thing. Like, you ever sit on the toilet too long and like the nethers become like numb? That really sucks. I totally get it. Okay, here's a thing that I wanted to ask earlier, and I asked it of my wife earlier, and apparently I think there is a word for it, and I think she was right. Fleshy, you would know this. So we all know what the taint is, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What is that magical area? What is that magical area where the dick nestles in when you're not stiff? Like, what is that? Is that the jungle bridge? Is that what that is? That space like between the balls and the. Okay, CM Hell Nikini is gonna have a great time with this one.
Are you talking about the sock? Because that's where
maybe that's what it's called.
Yeah,
maybe that's what's. Yeah, I mean, sock isn't a bad. Yeah, I guess you could call it. It's kind of like a. I like to call
it the grundle pocket. I don't. Dude, how?
That's what it's called now. I mean, I don't know if that's what it was called, but that's what it's called now. The grundle
how
pocket.
Long is your dick that it has somewhere to slip in when not any? Like, mine just pokes my damn sack. What are you talking about? I just fucking wrap the balls around it and it has a little nest.
I mean, it does. I mean, you can always do like those tribal people in the Amazon and tuck it in. Like that always seemed kind of the Chamber of Osiris. Eddie. Come on, man. That's nerd even for this group. Come on, dude. I mean, yes, but come on, man. I think CM Hell Nikanian just change your name because I can't pronounce it. You have to change it. CM Hell Nikinen, I think he's gonna ruin us next time he does a video.
Nah, he's cool. I fucking butcher his name every single time, and he never gets mad. He's always just cool. CM's a good guy.
Oh, I started. So we have Jen to thank. We have Jen to thank for the privates.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. Says we can't take her anywhere. Okay, let me see.
We're probably going to find out next time I'm in Philly. So, yeah, pop that meme back up. I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Up, and now I just fucking blew it up. Here we go. When your friend asks about your views on spirituality, listen here, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with some truth. I feel like that's just you every Thursday and Monday night.
I mean, it kind of is because that's kind of like the character I play in everything in life. I kind of am like that, dude. You know, like the curly mullet looks like shit. You know, isn't that the dude from Land of the Lost remake with Will Ferrell? I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, there's probably some people just fucking throwing hands at their monitor right now and screaming because I know he's been in a lot of other shit, and that's probably like the worst example to give, but that's what I know him from too. So yeah.
That's another movie. I don't know if he was in it, but You and Me are like Jack Black and what's his name from Year Zero. And if you haven't seen Year Zero, put it on your list for the Fridays.
Did you
Because
really compare me to him? To fucking
dude,
Michael Sarah Scott or whatever the fuck it
I
is?
mean that in whatever nicest way possible, because it really wasn't a negative. Like I really saw that as like a compliment to me. But I really feel like we could redo that movie in our own way and it would be just as funny.
I'd need to see it. I wouldn't know.
It's a good movie. Anybody who's ever seen it, Year Zero, let us know what you think in the comments.
Okay, hold on. This is the next one. It's a little bit of a multi-parter. Somebody play the Almond Break right now. If you don't know what that is, fucking look it up. Almond Break, fucking Powerpuff Girls theme song. Taoism. Jungian psychology. Western esotericism. Copious masturbation. All of these things combine to make the perfect magical system.
Glorious.
Friend with the least amount of shit together, now reading tarot cards if you're interested.
It's so true. That is so fucking true. Oh my god. Dude, that is like when you used to go, like, not that I've ever been on, but when you used to go on those like following the fucking fish tour around and you get like those total loser herbs and they would like make like, hemp bracelets for you and like shit. And it's like one of those things that people do to get like charity. No offense to people who do, but it's totally true, man.
Like no offense for anybody who's doing it, but yeah, it's pretty fucking real. I can't tell you how many people I personally know that are like doing the fucking Fiverr, but for tarot and everything. Just like none of they shit together.
Yeah, and well, you don't really have to do tarot, but it's, here's the thing. I've always found more wisdom in people who live in the gutter than people who have their shit together. Quite simply. It's absolutely never been, I've never ever, if I want to know how to like invest my stock portfolio, I'll get the people who have their shit put together, sure. But if I want to know how to really live life, I'm going to hang out with the dregs, honestly. If
I want to know how to really make a good harvest of corn, I'm going to be hanging out with the peasants. These kings don't know shit. I bet you don't even know blueberries are in season right now. You fucking scrub.
I mean, honestly, I think that's why Jesus hung out with the lowest of the low, because they just party better. It's just more fun, man.
Well, yeah, they're fucking.
I know people hate Jesus here. I know.
I mean, I'm not a fan of his fan club, but the dude seems like he was mostly all right. I mean, just look at where all of your spiritual grandmaster gurus always come from. They always, the exception might sound like, for example, like Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, because people are like, well, he was born a prince. Yes, but he became a derelict to become the Buddha. Like he had to hit rock bottom before he became. So give me the people who have that arc every time. I always find way more value in the people who have crashed. They're always way more. That's why I say, like, I feel, we live on the island of misfit toys, and it's like a mark of honor. It's like the movie Split, and it's like, blessed are the broken or whatever. Like people like that are, just I'm gonna shut up. I've been drinking. I don't even feel it. I just feel stupid. If they don't know more, then at the very least, they way more groovy. They more into it. You know who else was into it?
Oh no.
Mr. Crowley in the 1940s, encouraging people to eat ass. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it.
I mean,
Hey, there's no room in this world for people who won't eat ass.
I'm not trying to take room. I'm just, I see the things that come out of those things. But anyway.
Gotta eat the whole asshole like groceries.
like groceries. I mean, the buns are all right, but I don't need the meat in the middle.
I'm not looking for the chocolate filling in the eclair.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that or the squirt from the Hershey. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Spirituality.
Oh fuck yes, fuck. That's like the Eddie. Did Eddie make that meme? Because that looks like Eddie on the bottom. It just really does. Like to me, that's like Eddie Romanoff. Like whatever, like because he knows his shit, and then like you expect like it to be like mine, like all this stuff. Then he's just sitting there in the background with like a full ashtray, and like not that he smokes, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's totally true. That's totally legit.
It's that same kind of energy.
Yeah, that's a good meme. It's too true. It really is.
Yeah, no. Fucking serious. I think everybody who hangs out in our Discord is more about the cigarettes and coffee than the your chakras must be aligned. Well, you know what I'm trying to say there.
I mean, I have to be a little superficial, that's how I get your attention and get you to like me, but because I have no substance whatsoever to attract you with. So
all magic is in the mind, and we don't need props.
Okay. I thought this was going to be an ass one. That also makes me sad, by the way, because a lot of those things that were on Teespring, like the ass T-shirt, I have to like completely remake all that.
Oh yeah, because you lost your hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
That's
okay because I have it.
Yeah. Well, it's still there. You can still get it. I just can't edit it. It's like that's
yeah. That's good encouragement. Go out and get it while it lasts, because we might not have it.
Yeah, check the Linktree link in the description if you're curious. You can even get tapestries like this badass motherfucker that I made. You can get those at the Linktree link if you go to the Teespring part of that Linktree link. You check it out.
Oh, hey,
pay for the stream.
We were having a conversation related to this just before we clicked stream. Help me, step bro. I'm stuck in samsara.
I hate that that's a fucking funny meme now. I hate that everyone knows what it means. I really do. That's like everyone knows what the couch is. And it's like,
dude, I felt so fucking stupid. I was going out with a girl once, and she showed me a meme on her phone of just a picture of a black couch, and it says the only piece of furniture that guys want. And I just looked at it like a fucking idiot. I'm like, sorry, we weren't going out yet. This is important to the story. We were just kind of like into one another. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get it. And she just looked at me expectingly. She's like, it's the casting couch. Like, oh, see, I didn't know. I don't watch those videos. She thought I meant that I was not sexual at all. Like, so how long did you know that you were asexual? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I am actively trying to smash.
Oh, man. That's like a saying I've always had. It's like someone was like, I think I watch too much porn. I'm like, unless you can start recognizing the props and the sets and the furniture, you're good.
Hey, there was I was fucking, what's it called? When like the props move between cuts and everything. It's like, then you've watched a little bit too much.
No, I mean like when you're watching one porno and then like 5 pornos later in your rotation, you're like, I recognize that living room. That's when you know you've watched too much porn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or you just need to expand your horizons to new shit.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Or if you can tell who the director is, now you're really watching too much.
Oh yeah, I really like his style. The way that he directs the actors, it really brings out the emotion. And oh man, that director of photography. Oh, when you recognize the cameraman's voice when they're saying that weird fucking creepy shit.
Here's my thing, Blade. I'm going to say something people aren't. It's going to be an unpopular saying. Let me put that up because I understand what he's saying. I'm not. This is not a diss to Blade. I get why they're saying this. Support can really fuck with your mind. Decide to stop giving it energy. Here's the thing. If you're doing shadow work properly, you realize that by doing what I call avoidance behavior, you've actually fed that shadow more than if you can learn to integrate that problem without having to run from it, is what I'm going to say. if it has that effect on you to enjoy it, by all means, do away with it. I'm not saying you have to hang on to it. That's what I'm saying is nuanced. Okay, it's kind of nuanced. It's not an all or nothing thing, and everybody's different. So I'm not saying you should do any different. But what I am saying is that a lot of the time, the reason why people feel that way is because they have a sexual attachment somewhere in their manifested soul. And you need to do the shadow work. You need to work with like the tall man and really figure out why that's doing that to you. Because if you have a proper sense of integration with that stuff, you won't. I'm just telling you. And yeah, it is. I mean, so don't worry, Blade. I'm sorry to put you on blast. I meant it more as like a teaching moment about the general, not you. I'm not trying to say you.
Yeah, no, off his comments after that, the ones that, if you're watching this stream, the ones that are flying by and everything, he seems cool with it. Like, I think he knows where you're coming from with this.
Yeah, I hope so, because Blade Cloak's always been a good, but I'm saying this also for people watching. I'm not throwing Blade under any kind of. It's literally like everybody's different, and some people are absolutely it. Just like with anything, like for me, I shy away from sugar because if I have too much sugar in my diet, I get fat. So you're not wrong, but I will say that I do see it. Like you see all these no fap November types and people who like. So you're actually deepening that shadow when you run from it. You're basically admitting I can't resist it.
Yeah,
right?
it's about the underlying intent. It's like if you're just running from it.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, it gives them a false expectation.
Oh, you don't say.
Sometimes it's well, I don't know why they do. I mean, I guess some people can't tell the difference between TV and real life, I guess. That explains a lot in our world, but it's just one of those things. Like I think people, look, it's not the porn's fault. Here, let's take a page out of the old 1990s playbook from George Carlin. You don't like it, change the channel, right? But there's another level to that. It's not the TV show's fault that it's not the violent TV that caused you to go be a murderer. It's not the heavy metal music that caused you to be suicidal. It's not memes on Facebook that caused you to do X, Y, and Z. People are sovereign beings. So you can't blame the medium, the media, any of that for everything. Yes, there's a lot of predatory shit that goes on. But ultimately, it's still the responsibility of the individual. And I really don't feel like it's healthy to run from these things. That doesn't mean you should do it. I'm just saying that. Help me out here, Flesh. I'm trying to get the nuance in. I'm kind of failing.
By running from it, it still has some power over you. Like, I like what you said about the No Nut November thing, because I think one of the things to explain nuance to it is that if you are doing No Nut November because you were trying to break its control over you, it still has power over you, and you're feeding your shadow by trying to run from it. But you can also use it as an exercise of, showing yourself, I don't need this in my life. I can be free without this, and I'm okay with returning to it after this, but this is going through my temporary break.
Taking a porn detox or a dopamine detox, yeah, of course. I'm not saying don't do that. But I'm saying if don't get I'm probably just going to drop this on the field because it's not something I want to die. It's not a hill I want to die on, because there's nuance to it. There is no all or nothing answer to it, but I think it is. People. It's scapegoating. Okay, people scapegoat the porn because of their own sexual hang-up. It's not the porn's fault for your energy. your T count isn't low because you're jerking off every day. I would even argue maybe the opposite. Your T count's probably fine if you're a fucking horny fucking you're fucking your hand every day. That's probably not the problem. If you have a low T count, maybe it's your diet, maybe it's just your attitude, maybe it's not your T count. Because have you got a blood test? Do you know it's your T count? Like, don't give me that shit. Like, that to me, that's nonsense. Check out your diet first. Check out your life first. Check out all these things. Maybe it's just who you are. Maybe you're just a pussy. And if you are, then be the pussy that you need to be. Stop being an incel about it and fucking be just be genuine. Be fucking genuine. Your T count will go through the roof when you trust me on that one. All right, I'm drunk. I'm not even drunk. I just have enough. I just have enough of that. I have enough of that.
Say what
Just
you mean,
enough.
juice.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even buzzed, but it's definitely taken the filter off.
All right, let's. I
can tell by the view count. It's very low.
Jay Sauber said, I agree with DH. As a former Roman Catholic monk, I can attest that an all or nothing method is useless and brutal. And
I know that I don't know if Jay Sauber would ever want to be on the show. I know he's a little quiet and stuff, but he knows a lot of that, like he said, and Eddie too, because Eddie was getting set up to be I forget what he was doing, but he was on his way to that too. So no, Jay Sauber is an interesting character, and I really appreciate him. He knows a lot of stuff. He really does. So thank you for that comment for sure. Because that causes shadows. If you read Shadownomicon, the thing that causes shadows more than anything is the shameful things that you hide from. Like that's one of the, like, all sin causes shadow. When you run from your sins, you're causing shadows. So there's two unhealthy ways to deal with it. You run from it, or you let it rule you and just be like, I'm just going to be a total dirtbag and, just... You know what I'm saying? You're like a total dirtbag who's like, I'm just going to shoot all the heroin and fuck all the women and destroy my life and hate myself for it. That's not healthy either. That's still a shadow, right? The correct approach, and yes, I'm judging you all. The correct approach is to be able to do it and not be controlled by it. Mm-hmm. You'll know when you are you'll know when you've integrated a shadow, when you can encounter that shadow thing again and not be controlled by it.
You want to feel the squirt because it feels good, not because you feel like you need to right now.
Yeah, exactly. If you feel like, I have no choice, I have to beat off because I saw a boob. Okay, hormones are a bitch. Maybe you're a teenager. Ankle. I get it. I was 18 once, 17 once, 14 once. I had the collection under the bed. Trust me, I get it. I still got collections and stuff. But the point is that
that's probably why you lost the hard drive.
Probably. I probably blew it out with too many porn things. But that's the thing. Like, do you have a hang up? Is it a hang up because of the stuff, because of you? And if it's because of you, all the more reason not to give into it either way. So Vamchara in not just yoga, but come on, brain. So I can't drink before stream.
I wish I could help you here.
My left brain took over tonight, so now it's farting because it's like, no, I don't want to talk anymore. No, you shut up.
I like the way Eddie puts it. Have the wank. Don't let the wank have you.
Yeah, see, that's a good way to put it. So in Vamchara, which is, the other style of enlightenment in yoga, instead of abstinence, you do controlled. So that would be, in Vamchara, specifically in India, you will do Tantra. That's what it is, Vamchara Tantra, whatever. You will do the sinful acts, but in a very controlled way. So you'll be like, okay, it's supposed to be wrong for me to eat meat and sleep with a hooker and all this other stuff. But if I run from it, I'm actually making it powerful because I'm running from it.
It was kind of like that news headline that I remember reading a while back. And maybe you can see where I'm pointing with this, where some dude was suicidal. So he took the last of his money and ran to Mexico and just spent it all on 2 weeks of hookers and blow. And after that 2 weeks ended, he decided life is worth living. It's like he stopped running from it.
A friend of mine just said that he took credit. So Nicolene Albright said that special ed is taking credit for my computer. What a boob. He has no idea what he's talking about. Okay, whatever. Yeah, He's like, who shot you? Oh man, I shouldn't even say his freaking name. That's what he loves. He loves when you like, I don't even want to know. Like this is the okay. All right.
Thanks for the excuse for the nicer computer then.
Case in point about why Facebook sucks. I have this guy blocked all over the place. I don't want to know what he thinks. I don't want to know what he says. I pay him no mind whatsoever. But then someone will take a screenshot of what they're saying to make no offense to Nicolene, she's fucking awesome. But someone will take a screenshot of what this ass balloon is trying to say. Like, I don't want to know. He's got 400 followers. Everyone knows he's a complete toothless fool. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't care, except that it's funny, I guess. But I really don't care. Let him make all the petitions he wants about canceling me. It really doesn't matter. It's a complete joke. It's like, I mean, it's like having a bad sock that just keeps turning up. And this is why I hate Facebook and Twitter and all that, because you can block everybody everywhere and someone will still be like, did you hear what the asshole said about you? And it's like, I have them blocked. I don't want to know because they're so stupid. It doesn't even offend me. I just don't even want to know anymore. Like, trust me, I've looked enough. I know what they're going to say. I predicted it. Don't look them up, Bladen Cloak.
You did call it at the beginning of stream.
It was 8 minutes ago. She just posted it on my Facebook. It's just, thank you, Nicolene. I mean, I love the girl to death, but come on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can. What a jackass. Let me see. Let me see. How do I? Yeah, I think I could just do this. Let me see. I don't know how this works. I have to move this. Do that. To share my screen. I'll show it to you guys so you can see what I'm dealing with over here with this bullshit. Like it is bullshit. It is literally just go away. Come on. I wish they wouldn't hide this menu at the bottom, because then if you want it back, you have to. What did I just do?
You just killed your camera.
Good. I don't want my camera.
You can send it to me and I can put it up real fast.
No, I got it. I think.
Oh, excuse me. Nope, still your camera. Eddie says, besides, we all know the reason DH's hard drive blew up. Too many nudes of Fleshy. I mean,
dude,
hey,
it was
I need to back up.
You have any idea how old that hard drive is? I mean, can you see my screen yet or no?
Nope.
I guess not. All right. So you know what? I'll stop doing that. Probably shouldn't even. I probably really shouldn't even. I'll send it to you on Discord. You can share it.
Okay. Before
I'm giving him something great right now. Like I'm making his day. I'm saying his name. He loves it when you say his name. So here you go. You guys can see what this freaking fool. I mean, he really is a fool. He's like a jester. He's really a fucking fool. So here you go. You can go ahead and share that with everybody. So this is what the doofus is saying. I knew that was going to happen. Meanwhile, I just like I said, I just bought a computer that's worth more than probably his whole house. So I mean, he's a fucking flake, man.
And that's enough of a plug there.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
How about this one for you?
Okay, changing gears.
It's been a hot second since a meme. Evangelical Christians. Watching Lil Nas X on YouTube will summon Satan into your life. Grimoire occultists, having forged a knife made with iron that took life, quenched in hemlock and blood of a black cat, and a pact written in bat's blood on goat skin parchment. Bollocks! That's right, Jen. Back to dick talk. I fucking wish it was that easy. Do you know how many Satans would be running around just like throwing up the horns to fucking heavy metal and bullshit, just rolling dice with D&D? If it was that easy.
I wish it was that easy.
Got to do all this work and shit. Hold on. It's fucking. No, you got to put in the work and shit, man.
So okay, I got to jump back on this one more thing. I just read this part. I think he thinks he's trying to kill me. I think he thinks he's death cursing me for what? I don't know. Oh my goodness. What a joke. Okay, whatever, man. Go catch another machete, dude.
Send it my way.
Okay.
You cannot touch me, motherfucker. I am untouchable.
Whatever. I just gave way too much energy to that. That's just like, dude, really? Like, why? Like, these people, it's a groan fest. It's just like, don't share me shit that these fools say. Please don't. It's such a, like, I laugh at it and then I just go, I got so much better shit to do. All right.
How? This is not at all relatable to what I experienced this past year.
I've seen that one before. That's a good one.
Fucking 2020 was wild in that term. I know you caught a little bit of that. Me just like fucking, you won't believe what just happened to me, bro. Oh my God.
It is like that. It really is like that. Because you'll be like, oh, this is interesting. And next thing you know, you're like, boom.
Dude, Lucifer's real and he's totally blowing me, bro. High five. Fucking. Okay. Me when my will won't manifest. Send out the candles, send out the goetic demons.
Yes. Do it. Send them out.
All right, let me
How many
pull
more
up.
of these we got left, by the way? Because I think we're going to do another 2 hour night or 2.5 tonight. I don't know if I got any to do a whole
How long have
shower.
we been going? 150? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's we could speed run through some of the other ones. I think we've chit-chatted. We can look at some of start pulling them up a little bit more rapidly. Let me just get a bunch pulled up so I am prepared. Some of these aren't exactly occult related directly, but they're definitely applicable to anybody who is in the occult. Like, for example, this one. When I get a friend request that have Bible verses in their bio, are you lost?
Probably not. They probably know exactly what they're doing because
I'm trying to save you because God will give me a better hotel room if I convert sinners.
Well, no. Let me be at least a little bit generous.
Yeah, a little bit
Having grown up
diplomatic,
with,
okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not why. A lot of them genuinely really feel like. So let's put it this way: if you really believed that everyone was going to die tomorrow, but you could save people by telling them something and getting them to believe something, wouldn't you try? Wouldn't you try to convince at least the people you care about to believe in it?
No.
Wouldn't you at least? You wouldn't. You'd just be like, okay, bye, everybody. Die. You wouldn't.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. It's all about me.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, it's a completely understandable
Fucking, they
position.
have eyes. They can read.
It's a completely understandable position if they're that brainwashed into it to think that it's important to go around being a busybody, pain in the ass, and telling everybody what to think. Because they really do believe that you can save somebody's soul just by telling them the good news. They
Dude,
really
you
do
know
believe
what? Fucking Jehovah has enough money and shit running through our society. He doesn't need a fucking grassroots campaign. He's covered. People know about it. It's kosher, man.
Yes and no, though, because, I got to play Jesus' advocate here for a minute. The spirit world works in mysterious ways. I mean, your heart could be hardened against the truth simply because of what other people have told you. You mean you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, but you still can lead him to that water and try, and some people, it's one of those things where it's like, the idea behind it is, well, if you respect me and like me and believe in me, maybe you could see why I believe it. I'm just saying. I'm just playing. I
Jesus
feel
like
advocate.
this is preemptively defending yourself when next week you're going to start telling everybody, just walk up to people on the street and tell them the good word of DH Thorne. In fact, subscribe for them on their phone. Just borrow that phone, so you're putting in your number and fucking subscribe to me.
I mean, that sounds like fun. That might be really funny to do.
We just go from like 4.8K to like 7.5 in a week.
Yeah, and they'll all hate me for the most part. But
It's like, why the fuck am I getting these bitches on my notifications? Hey, when you do it, make sure you hit the bell for us too, by the way.
That's the thing I always forget to tell people, because it used to be a big deal. You had to tell people, make sure you hit the bell, because then they wouldn't really get anything. They would be subscribed, but they didn't get anything. And not only that, you need to interact with the channel now, because the way YouTube works, their algorithms are now they're actually closer to how Facebook is. You will be subscribed but not get notifications and not get stuff in your feed unless because I have like 1,000 people I sub to on, shut up, Dan, 1,000 people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and maybe 20 of them pop up in my feed. So I have to sometimes actively search for people that I'm subscribed to, and I'm like, they post every day and it never pops up for me. So you've got to actually go to the channel and watch their videos with some regularity, and then they'll pop up. So if you like, that's one of the problems with only doing 1 or 2 videos a week, is there's not enough interaction. So YouTube doesn't make as much of an effort to shove it in people's faces.
What he's trying to say, good people, is hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell, ding, send in your DNA test, make a blood offering, do a little squirt on a sigil, and send that on a carrier pigeon, not a normal pigeon, but a carrier pigeon, and you will see all of our videos as they drop.
Or I will probably get one of those like MailChimps or something like that, and do a mail list at some point, an email list. So one or the other. Yeah, Eddie, there's a sub feed, but it doesn't work as well as that. That's all I actually, when I click on my YouTube thing on my window, that's where it goes, is the subscription feed. And trust me, it leaves like 90% of my subscriptions out. Trust me.
Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna astrally project my dick into my own ass.
Oh, fun fact, if you're big enough, you don't even need to.
Yeah, you just fucking snake it around and give it a little home. Is that what you were talking about earlier with the fucking the dick hammock?
No, I wasn't going that far with it. I just meant like in that little that little nut hammock that you got there.
Dude, I am gonna be thinking about the dick hammock way too much now. I'm gonna like
look at Michelangelo's David, and just like his like wiener's like in that little snuggie spot. Like what is that?
I don't know. I feel like there's a name for it, kind of like this little like dent on your upper lip, like how it has a name. I don't know. They're probably, I don't know. I haven't. Don't get me wrong. I've studied that anatomy quite thoroughly, but I don't know all of the. I'm not an archaeologist. I don't know the names.
Yeah.
Fucking okay. Hold on. Well, there go my weekend plans. No trespassing, no voodoo, no hoodoo, no Santeria. I really want to know what the fuck happened.
Something had to have happened. Yeah.
Like, I hope that's not photoshopped. I hope that something went down that necessitated this sign.
Okay, so Astarte Astaroth really, like, we need to hang out because you twisted just like my brain. Like, that's true. I'm pretty sure that's true. Like when you get a person who's an innie versus an outie, I'm pretty sure that's how that works, because the balls descend. They don't go suck up inside. They descend out. And what? I do think that's so we were talking about the place where the wiener hangs and like nestles in and hangs out. And they're saying that's the spot where the labias are split open. I think that's probably a little too true. So yeah.
I have a whole list of things I want to rant about there, and I am going to restrain myself for the sake of our audience. I love whoever made this simply for using Eric Andre.
Oof.
Have you seen this skit, by the way?
No,
Oh, you should, dude.
apparently.
He fucking runs into a fucking sandwich place, and this cop is just like arresting him. It's a whole fucking scene. And then just as he's handcuffed, just, you're going to jail. They just start making out in front of everybody, and this chick is just, yeah.
That's like, what was it? I think it was Key and Peele, but it might not have been. Where it's like two guys getting ready to fight on the street, and then it like turns gay really fast. I forget what that was.
This sounds like a Key and Peele skit.
Yeah, I don't know who did it. Like they're like all up each other's faces, and then the one guy like tries to kiss him. He's like, "What did you just do?" "Oh, nothing, man. I want to fight you," you know. And like, okay, we're gonna fight. And then like as soon as he goes to get him, like he turns around, and gives him his ass, and it's just like, whoa, fucking funny.
Oh yeah, that has to be a Key and Peele skit. I think
it was.
I can see them nut to butt right now in my mental head image.
I think it was.
That was a mighty vibrate there, my dude. I feel like you're going to have some things to say about this one. Me forgetting to provide an offering for the demon I just summoned. What you're about to watch is a nightmare.
It's not that bad.
No.
No.
Not if you're homies.
It could be bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I don't know, unless you're summoning the spirit of like Italian grandmothers or something, and I don't know, you forgot to provide an offering of olive oil. Then,
you're gonna hit with the spoon.
You're gonna hit by the spoon. You know,
the demon spoon.
Oh, okay. Here we go. The Rider-Waite Tarot and the Thoth Tarot, just fucking duking it. Meanwhile, cartomancy readers with bicycle playing cards.
My favorite version of that one was the TikTok witches cursing the Fae, and the Fae in the background. That's the one that was.
Ooh, oldie but goodie. Be not afraid. Sir, this is the scariest moment of my life. I miss the memes about the biblically accurate angels.
Yeah. Kind of how it is too.
Oh, wish I could crop these a little bit easier, but fuck it, improv. What's your take on that? Give us the.
I'm not even sure I can see that big. Make that real big.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fucking take my camera out of here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. It's a Wicca offering me a flower.
I get it. Yeah, it's like, come play with me. No, I'm doing real magic. Wicca ain't real. Ooh, that's a deep diss. That's a deep diss on Wiccans.
If any of my Wiccan friends watch this, I don't know. They're probably gonna like do some bullshit that doesn't work and fucking. Fuck the APC, by the way.
Oof.
It's okay. They can be mad and they can fucking.
Look, man. Apparently, my computer already got roasted by one hater. We're gonna now. What's gonna happen next?
They can't touch me. It's cool. I keep challenging them and nothing happens. It's almost like their shit is bullshit, and they're upset about it. not Wiccans specifically, but you know,
I forget. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what's his name, Gardner or whatever. I think he started the whole damn thing. Like half the reason he started was just to look at women naked. Like that was half. I'm pretty sure. I have to look it up. It was something crazy. Like I mean, that's an extrapolation, but it's. It's
not the fucking grand old tradition. It's it was made relatively. That's not to say it's complete bullshit. I like talking some smack. It's not complete bullshit. It's not what people like to perceive it as, but I mean it's valid. I just like dunking on it a little bit.
You know why? Because it's full of the woke talk type of people. It's really just kind of like, all right. It's become like the yoga pants witch movement. It's just like, not that I have a problem with yoga pants, mind you, but it's that.
Oh yeah, no, they're
It's
good here.
it's that. I don't know, man. It's the weekend witches. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm a witch. I'm a 10th generation witch. What's a chakra? You know, like, oh, okay, go away. Please just go away. No,
You can't say that, or Beelzebub is going to curse you and the moon.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, I forgot about this one. This one I like.
I'll have to make you bigger. Yeah, yep. It be like that. It do.
Like, I can't even begin to fucking fight some of these because it's just accurate. Oh my god, I just noticed he has a book that says meme magic behind his computer.
Does he? Let me see.
Yeah.
I just see your face, so.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fucking take out the face because I'm just
Nobody wants to see that face. Get it out of here. What the fuck, man?
yeah, I'm just transitioning back and forth anyway, so we can do without that. Oop, come on, you fucking shit fuck. Yeah, there we go. Now everything else is gonna be super fucking blown up for me. Okay. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
These look small again. Oh, nice.
So there's so much I can do, man.
You fucking fail me every time. No, I'm just kidding.
You failed me for the last time. Oh, choke me, Vader.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to watch Chad Vader. If you haven't watched Chad Vader, watch Chad Vader. I don't know if they how many seasons or whatever. It was like a web series videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I've literally never even heard of it.
Yeah, look it up. It's pretty bad.
Okay, it's bad. You got me interested.
It's really dumb, but it's good. It's like Clerks, but with Darth Vader.
Okay, I don't know how to feel about that.
So imagine Darth Vader becomes a late night convenience store manager.
Okay, I dig it.
It's pretty dumb. I like it.
Lolan Sign asks, I want the before and after occult meme. How can I get that? Go to our Discord, which is in the link tree, and it will be posted up there in the meme review channel.
Yeah, check that. It's in the description of the video. You'll have a the very first link should be the link tree link, and it's on there. It'll say to the Discord server. Sign up there. Make sure everybody knows who you are. Answer the question, and we will let you in, and you can see it all. It's a good group, man. We do a really good job keeping it cool there.
You can see it all. Yeah. You know what? I wish I had this earlier when we were talking about how fucking awful and toxic Facebook and shit is. Have a good night, Cameron.
See you later, Cameron.
I wish I had this earlier because I feel like this is what you need to transition into, my dude. I get my news from the only reliable source, cryptic symbolism in my dreams.
It's not wrong. That's pretty much how it is. That is how it do.
I feel like that's the only thing that you can trust nowadays. It's like not to go all fucking, it's an info war about it, but you know, dreams never lie. A fucking llama, like the animal, fucking appeared to me in a dream and told me I am God, and that's just that's the news that I choose to accept.
Slay Day says it does be do like that.
Do we got a fucking scatter in the chat? That sounded dope as hell.
It does debut. It does do be. I don't know which way I like it.
I think you're roboting. You need to check your connection. Okay, how about this? The Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church. Fucking decking it out.
And they should have put the Protestants in there too. Oh man, that's great.
I love Christian infighting so much. Have you ever watched Steve Hofstetter at all? Comedian?
Who's that? I might have.
Oh, some ginger dude.
Oh, okay.
He has this story that he tells that I fucking love about he's Jewish and my God, they really want your attention. He has this story that he tells about to somebody who heckled him for being Jewish. It's like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, you think that all Jews are just unified on one thing? Like, people of one group can't just fucking agree on one thing. Like, apparently there's a church in New York there's a church on one corner and a church of the exact same faith on the other corner. And the story behind it was that they were just one church originally, but when they were redecorating everything, they couldn't agree on what color the carpets should be. So they split off. This
sounds like a Starbucks story. Starbucks will be on both sides of the street for a very similar, it's more convenient. And then Starbucks A becomes like Bar Hooks or something later on. Like, the hell with you, we're not, it just becomes a different coffee joint.
Or like how they fucking have Subway on every fucking corner.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remove that. I feel like we need to get really deep into something. You see what's a good meme that you can just rant about? Oh, hey, well, this one's just kind of relevant right now.
That's kind of how it felt a minute ago. Yeah. Like, damn it.
You and that phone, man, you're not even a professional streamer. You just let that shit go off. Oh, what's it? Okay, we're giving CM a plug right now.
Hey, look at that. What was I doing there, and when did I do it?
I was just wondering, why the fuck are you just
Looks kind of cool in a way.
You're just studying your wrist.
Yeah, I don't know.
God damn it. CM Helnikainen is fucking beautiful, dude. I love his shit.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, man. What's something really good I could get you ranting about?
I don't know, man. My brain's off today.
Yeah, my brain is going really, really fast, but I've got about 5 brain cells left, so I'm just kind of stupid, but faster.
Faster. Yeah, failing in fast motion.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get this shit on.
I'm fuzzy again. There was a lot of memes, I guess, huh?
Yeah, there was quite a bit. People came through with the fucking occult memes.
It's a roll given. It's kind of true right there, yeah. That was not even a meme. That's kind of true. It's not even funny. I feel called out.
I mean, is this not what people subscribe to you for? Is this not why you have the fucking 4.88 or whatever it was underneath your channel name?
Yeah. Look.
You're getting tired. Man, you're getting tired. I think
it was a long day, man. We went to so part of today's policy of rebooting the brain was going to the mall. So we went to the mall, and usually I don't buy anything at the mall because it's all skinny jean normal people shit. But of course, I bought the little wizard dude. Well, actually, my wife bought the little wizard dude. Excuse me. And then I bought this little crappy just because it looked cool, but it really kind of sucks. I don't recommend it. Little tarot set for Cthulhu's Vault.
Okay, that's
really
dope.
It's not. It's like
dope on paper.
it's a good idea. You know what was the only thing that was really good about it? So the minor arcana is very meh, like they usually are in these little, you know, these kinds of tarot sets. Usually the minor arcana is always disappointing, which is nothing new there. The majors are okay. I'll give the majors I'll give them a passing grade, but they don't pass hardcore. Like I thought I was in for a good deck because they painted the edges, which like I always blacken the edges. I hate it when tarot is just plain card. So I was like, oh, that's a good sign. They did the edges, but yes.
I want to dig into that. What constitutes like bad minor arcana for you? Like, how do you make the minor arcana like?
So to me, the proper way to utilize tarot is not to just memorize what they mean, although that's useful. The proper way to utilize tarot is to use the imagery on the card and its supposed meaning together, so that when you're looking at the card, you're scrying the card, you're gazing the card, you're looking at the card, and you're like, you know, what about this image is popping out at me? That's supposed to be important. It's really not like, because otherwise, why even bother? Just use a fucking computer, you know.
Yeah. So what you're describing is kind of like the Chinese room thing, of like you can. Do you know what that is?
I think it was the AI thing.
It's it's used in computer robotics. It like if you are trapped in a room and you're being passed messages through, you know, a slot in the wall or something, and they're all in Chinese, and you have a Chinese to English conversion book, so you can write back messages in Chinese, or you can read this. But you know, if you have a way where you know what to write back, but you don't actually understand the language that is being written, you can respond in Chinese, but you do not understand Chinese. So what you're saying is kind of like you might memorize all of this shit, and you could say, yes, this is what it means, but you don't truly understand.
Yeah, I would go there, but I wouldn't say that necessarily. I'm just saying it's not even that. You might fully understand. But like, to full disclosure, I don't memorize the cards like, because I don't have that kind of a memory that way. I look at a card and I look at what it's representing, what the energy of the card's trying to tell me. So I look at the faces, I look at the colors, I look at what it's saying, and what I do remember about what the card's supposed to mean. And I use that all together as the message. But when you have cards that are supposed to be expressive, and you know, for example, here's a 10 of Wands. It's literally just like some weird image of a bug carrying a guy.
Okay.
Like that doesn't have anything to do, like that doesn't even remotely, it does not remotely carry the meaning of that card at all.
That's the way I feel. A lot of people like to hate on the Rider-Waite, and I actually fucking love it. Except for the face cards, like Pages and Knights especially. I can't, there's fucking nothing there for me to sink my teeth into. All the minor arcana, I pretty much fucking love. Like, I get stories with them and everything. I can see it. But the fucking face cards are just bullshit.
Really? So, like, this one they did well. Like, if I could mix and match a deck, I'd use that for my tarot card. That's pretty fucking cool. I like that. Still has that vibe of, you know, like, oh shit, you know.
Okay.
It's collapsing, it's falling apart. Like this is close enough. Like, it's different, but it's close enough. But honestly, you are right in that the Rider-Waite or the French one, I forget what the French one's called.
Not the Toth.
No. The Toth deck is great too. No. I like the Toth deck too.
Yeah, no,
I don't use it much because that one is, again, that's that occult for, like, you know, what do you call it? Anthropologist occult. You know, like that's like, oh my goodness, that's the bookworm occult tarot deck. It's good though. I'm not deriding it. Just saying I'm more intuitive. I'm more water element than than air, honestly. But so to
My
give you an
Virgo
example, like
is
this
an
is
Atreides.
yeah this so quite interesting. 10 of Wands is what popped up almost right off. So you can get them. Let me see if I can get the two side by side, and we'll play this game with everybody watching at home.
I just wish your camera was less grainy on my end so I could make it out properly. I think it's that on my end thing, like we were talking about before stream.
It could be. Let me see. Hopefully, I can find this bitch because I just packed it away.
Anyone ever built their altar? I feel like that's in reference to like, because I feel like everybody builds their altar as far as like what goes on it, but I feel like maybe they're asking about, you know, the thing upon which your altar sits.
I mean, in this case, in both of them, no. You know, I've assembled it, I guess, but I haven't. I wouldn't say no. I've never built one. That's a cool idea if you can do it, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I'm walking through the woods, I'm always keeping my eye out for a nice log that I could just, you know, turn into this little nature altar or whatever. And then the thought always occurs to me of, oh, I'd have to carry that bitch out of here. And it's gonna have to fucking dry. And yeah, no,
my dream is ending up in a place where I can just stack rocks and make, you know, that kind of an altar. That's my dream.
Hey, this might be a good side hustle for me. Just contact your black magic woodworker, and I'll build an altar for you.
Yeah, there you go. You'd make a ton of money. Maybe not as
Imagine
much
the
as you
fucking
think.
shipping
but
on that shit. Yeah, that's a very niche of niche market right there.
Ask Elena Lemmy. She does altar tops based on my sigil stuff. So she does altar tops for everything. She does good shit.
I'll back that up.
Come on,
that's good shit.
There it is. Okay.
What did make you want to take the ghost girl down?
Oh, I just didn't put her back up.
Oh, okay.
I had to tear everything down back there to get some computer part stuff that I have in the shelves back there. So, all right. So hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the two different 10 of Wands side by side. Get the glare off. Okay. So this dinky thing, it's they didn't even center it right. Like it's like somebody. I mean, all right. Now that I'm looking at it, I guess I can see where they're similar in the energy and vibe, because you have obviously. So 10 of Wands means you feel like you're cornered, right? You feel cornered, trapped. You don't really have any options. You can't escape, and that's obviously represented with the imagery. It's so clear, like you don't even need me to tell you. But this one, if you didn't know, like. You might have a little trouble, and you can kind of get it if you see it as he's being carried away by a monster, so he's helpless. All right, I get it. Like that's maybe not the but that's not a really like this one is like you can't help but know what that's telling you.
I feel like this goes unstated, but I'll say it anyways. Like I feel like different people are going to connect with different imagery. Like our life experience is different and everything. So that I feel like can be perfectly valid for some people. I really just wish it was a little bit easier to just pick and choose, like have a custom deck made.
That would actually be like if someone could figure out how to do that, they'd make money.
Yeah. Because I know there's
you mean like pick the images from one set and pick images from another.
And just have them in one whole nice, you know, have them in the same style and everything. Just replace the image on this one with the other one.
I mean, it's totally doable. It's just you'd have to get licensing for all the different images and yeah.
Yar! I ain't gonna do that.
I mean, you can make it. You don't need to.
Yeah, but that's work, you know. I got more important shit.
Yeah, we're magicians. We don't do work.
Yeah, hell no.
We call on demons and offer them.
Yeah, we let the servitors do it for us.
Yeah.
We fucking outsource our bullshit. Oh my god. Are we just becoming middle managers?
I think we are.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, well.
Who becometh the CEO of Magic? How do you get there? How do you climb the fucking corporate ladder of Magic? I feel like that's going to be EA's
Ask
next
Lucifuge.
seminar.
Ask Lucifuge. All right. So here is maybe the best. Like this to me is a really. Good night, Camilla. So here's a really great example. 7 of Wands from the Cthulhu deck. For anybody who knows what the 7 of Wands is, I'm not sure how you get 7 of Wands out of that. 7 of Wands is struggle. Like a challenging struggle. Like you're it's not just a competition like was it 5 of rods or whatever? This is a like you're obviously in conflict here. Not like to the death. It's not a swords card. This is a power struggle. This is a power struggle card. So you're in a power struggle with someone who is pretty much your equal. How does this card say that? I'm not sure I get it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Do you see?
From,
it seems
from
like
what I can make out, it looks more like the Salem witch trials.
yeah, like I don't see a
Hey,
that doesn't look like a power struggle. So that's my review of the Cthulhu deck. It's got a couple of cool cards in it, but if I had it over again, I wouldn't have bought it. But unfortunately, you got to buy it to see what's in it. So what am I going to say? And of course, I'm out of what I was going to say, so you're gone. Anyway, guys, I think when Fleshy comes back, we're probably going to wrap it up because I am tired. It's been a long day. But I want to thank you guys for coming in again. I really want to thank you guys for supporting my channel and never taking things too seriously. Magic is supposed to be growth-oriented. And there's a lot more to life than doing magic spells. Magic spells is like reciting poetry. It's a part of your life. You shouldn't take it so seriously that your life just becomes about doing magic ritual, shit like that. You should be enjoying the day. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about, is getting in touch with the things that really matter to you about your life and about who and what you are, and not letting anything dictate who and what you are and how you feel. So if you have your computer blow up on you one day, let it go. Let all that shit go. I think that's a Frozen song, but let all that shit go. Never watched Frozen, so but let all that shit go. Learn to let it all go. If I lose all of this that I have built up for whatever reason, it'll sting. But that will be an important lesson for me to live. Because none of this shit is meant to matter that much. This is a YouTube channel. Even my magical practices, they change all the time. My beliefs, like that's one thing I got recently from somebody. It was a fan. They weren't mad. They're like, so wait, you're changing everything that you're doing soon? Like, is it all going to change? And it's like, yes, it is. And if it's not changing, I'm not doing my job. People who look for stagnant truth, they end up stagnating and they end up failing in all of this stuff.
Yeah. If you're holding something so tightly that you don't allow it to change, then it's going to cause a lot of fucking pain. You want to travel a lot, relationship, fucking content, whatever, it's going to change and it's going to grow. It's less of a static thing and it's more of like a body traversing the fucking astral or what have you. You got to look at its whole trajectory, not just where it is and what it is. And you got to decide, is that a trajectory that is following along with my path?
Yeah. Slay of the Day says there is no growth in comfort. Comfort is not a bad thing, but when comfort is the pursuit, you really don't grow. People do not. So nature does not seek pleasure. What nature seeks is not just to end pain, to be lazily comfortable. It really does. Like people laugh because, human beings, when we travel in the wilderness, we will blaze a trail with a machete and clear a straight line to where we want to go. But you know what animals do? They don't do that. Not because they can't necessarily. They will literally meander through the wilderness, taking the easiest possible route, what takes the least amount of work to do it. Nature is a lazy, nature's a lazy whore, like literally. It really is. It's a lazy whore. I mean, it'll fuck anything, and it will do anything, and it will also take the easiest way out of everything.
Don't expect nature to power bottom you.
I mean, it will, but not the way you want. Yeah,
Not
it'll
in the
do it. It'll,
yeah, not in the fun way.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's like water. It seeks its own level. That means being lazy and going downhill. It never goes uphill. So, you know, don't expect to grow, you know, by being a lazy whore.
Yeah, boats were not made for safe harbor.
Yeah. Yeah, something was lost when we got the motorboat. Hell, Canadian's going to take that out of fucking context. Something was lost when they made the motorboat. You know, I think we should, in a lot of ways, we should go back to sailing.
God, I really feel like I need to make a supercut of these streams where I'll make the DH supercut where it's just you spouting fucking Bob Ross, fucking why did I just what's his name? I just forgot.
Alan Watts.
Thank you. Yeah. Alan Watts, fucking Bob Ross-isms, and then I'll make the Flesh Priest supercut where it's all just the out of context bullshit and dick jokes.
I think we both do out of context dick jokes really well, man. So, I mean, we really do.
I mean,
all right, guys.
I'm a fucking embodied dick joke. Let's face it.
So, yeah, let's make that happen, guys. We will see you guys next week. I'm not even going to fucking sell you nothing tonight, but if you want to check it out, it's been flashing on the bottom of the screen all night. And until next time, Fleshy's about to go grab something. I guess he's going to do the sales for me. He is. Yeah, get them while you can.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch. Yeah, buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
The merchant's merch. What is that Power Bottom book right there? There's a werewolf on it. That's not my merch.
But it should be. That's why I include it.
Oh, man. All right, step bro. All right. So,
man, I kind of next stream I'll read some quotes from your books, but also from this.
Actually, that might be fun. I should have you review. Like, I'd like to do a Shadownomicon stream where I have you go through things that you thought were cool in it. Let's do that. Unless Aaron comes on. I saw you roll your eyes, motherfucker. Unless we have Aaron.
I was reading chat, you bitch.
I'm teasing. I know what you're doing. Unless we have Aaron on next week, when next time we are able to do just a Flesh and Thorn, let's do, like, we'll go through Shadownomicon and really sell that shit by having you go through parts that you really thought were important.
Everybody, look at the bullshit that he makes me do. He's trying to get me to read.
Read that shit. Reaches. Read it.
Read
it.
Fuck. I guess I gotta. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
Alrighty, Mangs.
Thank all of you for being here. Mind the shadows. Tell your friends.
Thank you, guys.
Warn your enemies.
Warn your enemies. Yeah. And never take yourself more seriously than your enemies do.